Our four heroes, Avius, Rill, Elmon, and Valian, walk across a massive bridge of stone that crosses an expansive cavern inside a rumbling volcano. The bridge is 30 feet wide, 1,000 feet across, with sturdy obelisks of stone that jut out of it every so often. Hundreds of stalactites reach down from the ceiling. Sharp angles in the bridge bend around these hanging growths, with the bridge continuing across the long cavern. The darkness of the ceiling is lit up from lava below. 50 feet beneath the bridge, black stone tiles weave their way between rivers of bright orange magma. Small towers lie partially toppled into the magma, with all the architecture being an old angular style designed for larger humanoids. Above the stone and magma, our four heroes and their new ally, Ugo, the disfigured hill giant, make their way along the bridge in the rising heat. You are here to stop Morien's efforts to break through a Lacian gate, freeing himself from his ancient prison and bringing terror upon the world. And you know this gate has not been left unguarded. A giant serpent loyal to the undead general lies somewhere up ahead, hopefully resting deeply. The shrieks of fire drakes in the distance break the silence. A few nervous glances are shared between you before you press on. Then, there is the sound of a tremendous whoosh as a large beast propels itself through the air on giant wings. And then you see him, a tremendous red monster flying near the ceiling of this enormous cavern, weaving between stalactites with its armored wings. A long snout with sharp fangs belches fire as it glides through the darkness. Its deep voice rumbles throughout the entire cavern.
For 3,000 years, I have waited here as a servant. I honor my oath to Morien, waiting for his return. Finally, that time nears.
You lose sight of the enormous creature every so often as it flies between stalactites. It gets ever closer to your position on the bridge. Shrieks of smaller fire drakes come from the direction where you were headed. You see a flight of 5 drakes racing along the bridge straight towards you.
The city's army leaves the protection of the walls. The chaotic fools in the spire unleash power beyond their comprehension. And even you, the heroes, coming here to find the Lacian gate. All of this serves Morien's plan.
You look down and see fiery hands grab at the edges of the bridge nearby. 3 elementals pull themselves onto the bridge. Known as fire geists, these humanoids made of flame, wearing cloaks that drip shadows, are both elemental and undead.
The door to this world will soon be open, with no one left in the city to challenge Morien from taking his place.
You frantically look up, but have lost sight of the flying serpent.
The moment you came to my mountain, you failed. You have only come here to die.
Soaring out of the darkness, giant claws clutch at the edge of the bridge and enormous red wings rise above. A massive mouth opens before you with broiling fire gathering deep in the beast's throat. Karverath, the dragon, has arrived. You need to roll initiative. I wish everyone the best of luck, and here we go.
He's the moment you entered my mountain. Where are you going?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this right here?
Damn it, why do I have to say that?
I'll tell you in just a second. Hold on.
Come back.
This is an important initiative. Hope it goes
You ruined
well.
my soliloquy.
I know. Spent all night. Iambic pentameter. Almost something
I had
new.
3,000 years to prepare this.
So you're on this bridge, and not too far away from you is one of those stone obelisks. It rises about 20 feet up, so it's kind of just an edged stone structure that stands up. There's a little bit of damage to the bridge. There's a 50-foot drop around you. You've got 3 of these fire geists that have climbed up on your left-hand side. About 180 feet ahead on the bridge are 5 of the fire drakes that are coming in as well. And then right next to you just landed this big red dragon, and it is ready to disgorge a huge gout of flame. However, it does not go first. First up is Real Stump Runner.
Yes!
Good luck.
The moment you said that, of course, airplane gets into my head. Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Do something good with it.
Yeah. I believe...
You're within touching range.
No.
Oh, he's back here.
Yeah, I'm back a ways. I'm like 8-9 spaces away.
That's Avius within touching range.
Yeah, always.
With that, then, I use my hideous laughter and mock it viciously.
Ooh.
3,000 years spent, and this is all you could do?
And what is he rolling?
I ventriloquist that, so it's coming out of Elmon, but...
And what is he rolling?
He's rolling wisdom, which I'm sure he's a monster at.
Okay. Not great. 14.
Is a fail.
All right, what happens?
He succumbs to his hideous laughter, and can do nothing.
What does it read?
Let's see here. Sees everything is hilariously funny, falls into a fit of laughter. The target must succeed, or become incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration.
Sounds good. He will use one of his legendary resistances and pass that saving throw.
Oh. And he gets 3 of those a turn?
A turn? No.
Oh.
Anything else you want to do, Rill?
Wet to thyself.
Where is the paladin? Right in front.
Right in the middle.
In the middle. I will hold ground.
Okay. Next up is actually Karverath will use a legendary action and will actually spend 2 of its legendary actions and beat its wings violently. Huge amounts of air and gusts slam everyone hard, and Elmon, you're actually safe. Avius and Valian, I need you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Am I safe because I'm out of range?
You're
or
just
because
out of
I'm
range.
Special?
It's a breeze when it gets to you.
Okay.
You're just out of range. Natural 1.
Yeah.
All right. Good start.
How far away is he from Rill?
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
A blue mist appears.
Nice.
Awesome.
You see the wings unfurl, you know it's coming, and Rill, a shadowy specter of him, waves you a few feet back.
You can roll it again.
11.
Okay.
What kind
Better
of
than
Dexterity
Yeah.
save.
9. What kind of
plus
damage
3.
would this be?
You don't know yet.
Plus 3.
I have a reaction that's dependent on it.
Okay. Well, you have failed the save, so both of
Okay.
you take
Yeah.
15 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and are knocked prone.
Does that plus 3 include you?
No.
The plus 3 to the paladin save does include you. It's incorporated
Oh, it does.
already into your saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Valian.
Valiant, get up!
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and move in.
All right, getting up is half your movement.
Yeah, and then move into him and swing away.
All right, you move right to the edge of the bridge, and you're swinging. Your action is going to be attack twice with your Morning Star.
Yes.
Morning Star and Shield are out. Smash away. Good luck.
No, it doesn't. No, he's not undead. I had to ask though. 27
Boom. First hit is a hit.
for 8 damage.
All right. Second hit. Second hit.
19.
19 does hit.
12 points of damage.
All right. Okay, you smash the dragon upside its right claw as it's on the edge of the bridge, and you smash it again and do some decent damage to it. In return, it reaches out with the other claw that you did not wound and tries to rake you with a 24.
That'll hit.
You have been clawed for 12 points of slashing damage, and that was its legendary action. Next up is one of the fire geists, these strange fiery elemental people with the dark necro cloak type things draping off of them. One of the geists says, "The Harrowed One," and it closes in. Can you move it in towards Rill, please? Yep. Perfect. It closes in towards Rill and reaches out with fiery hands, Rill. Watch out. It attacks twice.
Yeah.
A 20 to hit and a 7 to hit.
One will hit.
All right, one hits you, and you take only 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it's never only.
Yeah, you're correct. As you see a gout of flame also come off of that hand, and you try and pull away from it, make a dexterity saving throw or catch fire.
That is a 13.
13 just barely passes. Whoa. You do not take additional flame. Nice job. The next up is another firegeist, the one that was in the rear. It's going to close in on Elmon, and it has it's going to get there. Just count it out for him if you would.
10, 20, 30, 40. Nope. 10, 20, 30, 40. 50, 65?
Not at all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50.
Wasn't diagonals counting as 2?
Every other one counts as 2.
Every other one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What did I just say? 50?
Yep.
It has to use its all move to get there, so you're safe, Elmon. Nice. And as it gets right up to you...
relative, but...
As it gets right up to you, Elmon, it just says loudly, "The Untouched Nightmare." And next up is Elmon.
What a crappy time to be low on initiative.
That is kind of low for you.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, and it also is incredibly impactful because... let me ask you this, DM. The Noisemaker shot, where I'm using up 2 of his legendary actions.
That'll carry over to the next turn.
Okay.
It'll be a debt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect. That's what I was hoping, because otherwise
It's
I
much
was
weaker.
Hosed. So I will... So my bonus action is to Hunter's Mark the dragon. I will move 35 feet towards probably towards Rill, away from everybody else.
Okay.
Skirting the edge of the
Opportunity attack from the
disadvantage.
Firegeist is a 9.
That will be a miss.
Easily dodge it.
And my first shot will be a Noisemaker shot from my bow with...
Like a cowbell you tie to the shaft?
Needs a little more cowbell. That is correct.
Giant cowbell. Only goes 1 feet.
Using one of my last 2 Ilnoran Mastercraft arrows as well. And here goes nothing. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Taking 14, 20 points of damage.
Nice.
And using one of my charges of my bow, using up 2 of his legendary actions.
All right.
My second shot will be just a normal shot with a Ilnor Mastercraft arrow, my last one.
Last one of the nice arrows.
27 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, 17, 23.
23. You've got your hunter's
22
mark
damage.
and all that good stuff on there.
Yeah.
All right, 23. Huge damage.
43 points of damage there.
You hit it in its side, its torso, and it howls in pain and snaps a hiss over at you, Elmon. Your second shot...
A little wink and a nod back.
your second shot gets it in the back of the head and wounds it there as well. Nice. Next up is the last fire geist. This one's kind of behind a stone obelisk. It moves 5, 10, 20, 25. It gets a little closer and then drops to its knees. It then says in a slightly feminine voice, Avius, Morian's minions found my home. I'm bleeding. And it takes no further action.
I was wondering if you were going to show up.
Next up is Ugo, the Mighty. He is going to spend his turn pleading, Ugo, help! No, betray! No, Ugo, friend! And moves a little closer to the dragon.
I'm sure a decision which will prove fateful.
He's waiting for the treat the dragon should be throwing right now.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The drakes fly 120 feet this round, racing in, and are now on the map about 60 feet away.
Okay.
Their turn is over. Next up is Avius Catorum.
Ugo, what are you doing?
He's
just
still groveling before the dragon.
All right. Well, Avius ignores that. Gets up,
That's
turns
half your
around,
move.
faces the drakes, and I see you coming. Throws out his hands in front of him, and kind of right in front of where the drakes are flying into, this big snowy sphere begins to form, and snowballs begin to fly out of it in a 5-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
So a 3-dimensional, as they're flying into that space.
Okay.
And they gotta do dex saves.
If they fly into a 5-foot area.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I created, like... Maybe I'll just do it right where they are.
Okay.
Just to save the...
All right, that would affect just one of them.
Really?
Yeah, because each of these squares is...
5-foot radius, so 10 foot?
Yeah, no, it would do 2. Sorry,
Okay.
I keep thinking diameter.
We'll grab 2.
All right, 2. And what do they roll with this snow?
You need to do... dex save, so...
Dex
17.
saves, all right. 15 and 12.
Miss and miss.
All right.
So they're gonna take... 12 points of cold.
12 points of cold. The first 2 take 12 points of cold. However, these are not powerful dragons. These are fire drakes. They have a damage vulnerability to cold. They take twice the damage, and both of those die instantly.
Hell!
Screaming in pain.
From snowballs.
Brain freeze!
Peppered in childish fashion. You see little arms.
It's like Elf when he's like...
Yes.
with the snowballs.
Last up to go is Karverath, who rolled slowest on the initiative. Karverath kind of flies and steps over. I'll keep your hunter's mark with it over to the side.
Does that provoke a opportunity attack?
Sure does. Valiant gets to make one strike.
24.
Ooh, hits.
8 points of damage.
Takes 8 points of damage.
Dunk.
And that is your reaction, just in case you need
Yeah.
it. And again. The dragon steps around and is just pivoting around the old wizard Avius. And Avius, you're kind of shrinking down, holding up your minor harrow rod in defense. The dragon rears back, and huge flame continues to grow in its throat, and it belches forth massive fire.
Does this in particular count as a spell itself?
No.
It does not.
And Avius, Valian, and Rill make an important dexterity saving throw. Ugo fails.
15.
14.
Okay.
24.
Ooh, all right. You needed a 14 or higher.
Ooh.
You all pass and are able to shield yourself just barely as the fire hits. You take only half damage, so each of you take 25 points of fire damage.
Okay, so Avius is gonna react with absorb elements and take half of that.
What? Tell us about absorb elements.
As he cowers down, he yells, "Don't burn me!" And
Baby, don't burn me.
you see this aura kind of surround him, and the fire, half of the damage does get him, but he also absorbs the other half of the damage to being then given back
Oh,
on his next melee attack.
okay, cool. And the dragon then flies away about 60 so feet and is out over open space about 20 feet away from the other side of the bridge.
Does that take your reaction?
It's a reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
Because otherwise you would get that opportunity attack in your
If you
melee.
can,
right there.
describe the slope of its neck and backside as it moves around.
Okay.
Is it giraffe-like, or is it more sleek and horizontal, as though...
Its neck and head area are more serpentine, so a little thinner and a little longer than you might imagine. It's not a bulky head.
Not a bulk.
It's slightly longer head, and then a more bulbous body
Okay. All right.
with huge hindquarters, long front claws. And the round is almost up. Now, fighting a dragon's pretty dangerous, and it's got legendary resistances, legendary actions, huge attacks. It's all bad. The only thing worse than fighting a dragon is fighting a dragon in its lair, because now it gets to do a lair action. And what it does is a huge burst of lava erupts, and there's an explosion from down below that flies up and comes lobbing down right between Elmon, Rill, and the Firegeist that's been attacking Rill. And each of you guys need to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Not Valiant.
Okay, good.
25.
10.
10. Elmon, you take 8 fire damage, and you take 16 Rill fire damage.
Okay.
As the magma splatters all over you, and it fades away quick enough that you don't have to worry about affecting the ground. That is the end of round 1. It is now round 2, and up first is Rill.
Can
All right.
Avius talk to Marielle
Yeah, during your turn, go for it.
during my turn? Okay.
Rill is badly burned and not looking great. So, he is going to proceed with the original plan here and go with Dimension Door.
Okay.
He will vanish in a silvery globe and appear 500 feet towards the thing, or as close as he can get.
So you're going to move forward along the bridge 500 feet.
500 feet, yes.
Okay. All right. Poof. Rill disappears.
Player 2 has left the game.
And how many hit points does Rill have left?
11.
Ooh. Not a bad play. You also have a move available to you.
Wherever I am.
All right, you foot it quickly. You can see as you're actually reaching the end of the bridge, and there's another tall, 25-foot tall corridor that ends in a little pinnacle, which you don't care too much about. Above that, slightly offset maybe by 20 feet and 60 feet up, is that strange grotto hole up in the ceiling, that the far wall ceiling that has all the treasure in it. And you can see from the magma fire down below that it does sparkle all the gold that is up there. So you are about 60 feet horizontally from it, 20 feet to the side, and then about 60 feet up from it. Do that math. Do that three-dimensional math.
All right, about 120 feet.
The dragon moves with a legendary action right there.
Does it have any legendary action?
Oh, it does. It has.
Okay.
It has one, and it just used it because you absorbed two.
Mm-hmm.
And Valiant, you're up.
First, I'm going to hiss at Ugo.
Oh, by the way, you hiss at Ugo. Ugo is a flaming ball of screaming hill giant runt and is desperately trying to put himself out.
Oh, he didn't pass the dex
He
save?
took the brunt.
And now I'll leave him alone.
Okay.
He, like Rill, ate all the fire that was delivered to him.
But he, unlike Rill, is not quite as
Casty.
resilient.
I like to think that with Rill being on fire and he vanishes in a globe, that there's this brief outline of flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to move a few feet. I'm going to, with my shield hand, touch my own chest, and a green radiant energy is going to expand out of my hand, and I'm going to lay hands on myself.
All right.
Heal myself for 20 points,
Nice.
and then any friendly creature within 30 feet can expend a hit dice. If they
That
want.
would be Elmon and Avius.
What about
I will
Ugo?
expend a hit.
Ugo can as well. He said friendly creature, right?
Yep.
Well,
But Ugo, is he still friendly?
he's still.
All right. He heals a little. However, he's still on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys need to let me know where you're at.
53.
Nice.
I-
And that
No,
counts
I-
against
what
our
is
hit
that?
dice?
That's a hit
Yes.
die you're spending. It's a nice way of using them.
Yeah. It is.
I rolled a 10-sided die and I got, I guess that's a 10.
What? Why did you get a 10?
What is that?
You're an elf.
That's a 10.
That's
Okay.
good.
Well, yeah, because that's what I get as a hit die. So I'm at full health still.
Wow.
Great.
Karverath would go now and would get to use its second legendary action. However, the magic from the bow that Elmon fired has drained it of it. Nice. The fire geists that are not too far away from Elmon and now Valian are going to attack. The second one closes in on Elmon and attacks twice. An 11 and a 17.
17 will hit.
You are hit for only a little bit, right? Only 7 bludgeoning, and you must make a dexterity save, please. Fire runs out from its hand.
12.
And you take... you are ignited. You are on fire. You do not take any additional damage yet, but at the start of your turn, you'll take 5 points of damage every single... turn at the start of your turn until you or someone adjacent to you spends their action to put it out.
Lovely.
The other Geist, it closes in
Ignited once.
and attacks Valian, trying to strike from behind. It gets a 19 and a 20 to hit.
Nope and nope.
Whoa! The flames and everything just scraping across your armor with your back turned, and there's just no damage. You slowly turn around and point your Morning Star at it.
It's nothing more than a hot kiss.
Elmon, you're up. You got a Firegeist on you, a dragon flying through the air, maybe 50 feet away,
And you're burning.
and you're on fire. Also, I don't think this has a huge impact, but the dragon is using the stalactites for partial cover, so it has +2 to its armor class.
Not to me, but
But not to you, because you're good with your sharpshooter.
I am on fire, which is, I guess, I take 5 hit points of damage
Yep.
every time I don't put it out.
Yes. He's doing the math.
It's only going to kill you at turn 10.
Exactly. And actually, it'll take longer than that.
What are you going to do?
Okay, I will, I will move back and away.
That way?
Yep.
Okay, moving further away. How far? To the edge of our map there?
Yep.
The entrance.
I guess drawing an opportunity attack from Geisty Mother effort.
He hits.
Disadvantaged.
Oh, disadvantage. Maybe not. Oh, he does not hit at all. Nice.
That was my move. My action will be to put myself out. And my bonus action will not be that exciting, but I will drink a healing potion as my bonus action.
Okay.
Healing myself all of my damage again. And I'm back up at full.
You're back up at full.
Can I drink 2 potions?
Negative.
You have to buy the special bottle. You have to get the beer
Miss
hat
the helmet,
version.
yes.
Make mine a double. All right.
Elmon's done. Karverath would take his 3rd legendary action this round, but was blocked by the Ilnorn bow. Next up is the Firegeist that's on its knees that had spoke earlier. It speaks again in a slightly feminine voice to you, Avius. It says, "The reason you came here, the Lacian gate, he has no way of breaking through it. His plan all along was to move it here and get you away from the city. This is a trap."
Mariel, inhabit Karverath, if you may.
That Firegeist does nothing. And Rill, by the way, you can see 2 interesting... Actually, you may not see the second thing. Make a perception roll, Rill. You're kind of out of the fight. Way up ahead, having teleported.
13.
You see one interesting thing. You see a section on the stone, maybe about 100 feet behind you. No, maybe 80 feet behind you. On the ground. In between, there's lava that flows, and then there's black stone tiles. On the black stone tiles is an area of a half sphere, a dome of black darkness, magic, that is on the ground.
All right.
That looks similar to something you've seen before in the past.
Wells. The gate.
Ugo will spend his action putting himself out. He is prone.
Stop, drop, and roll, Ugo. Stop, drop, and roll.
The fire drakes swarm in, 3 of them, right over to Avius. Shoo, shoo, shoo. 3 of them attack. Actually, one is going to attack Ugo, since he's prone with advantage. The others attack Avius. Here's the attack on Ugo. He is hit. And they are biting and clawing furiously. This is Avius. Got a critical... I rolled a 20 and a 19 on 2 different attacks. Wow. Critical hit for the bite. You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For the claws, which are 8 points of slashing damage.
So 9 and 8.
Yes. The other fire drake that has flown right next to you, it also belches out fire. You need to make a dexterity saving throw to get out of the way. It's not as strong as Karverath's.
Okay.
Dex saving throw.
That's a 19.
19. You take half damage. You take 5 points of fire damage.
I'll take it. 31.
Ugo somehow rolls out of it onto his feet with a critical success and takes no damage whatsoever. Ugo mighty! Ugo dexterous!
Ugo, take care of this fire drake.
Avius, you can go next.
Are these drakes flying?
They are.
How far away from me are they?
They're right next to you. One just bit you, and the other one's right next to you.
I'm going to use bonus action of Misty Step.
Okay. Keep in mind you can only cast one spell per turn unless one's a cantrip.
Bing! I have a ritual spell.
Give me a minute.
Yep. Misty Step out of that.
Okay.
I'll go this way 20 feet.
All right, you teleport behind them.
Yep. And then
20 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, 20 feet.
Okay.
And then I will use a cantrip of Chill Touch. I reach out. Let me see.
What's the range? I think it has a little bit of range, doesn't it?
Yeah, 120.
It's
240
It's called
actually.
touch, but it's, yeah.
240 feet.
Make a ranged attack spell? So
yeah,
roll it.
I reach out towards the closest fire drake there, and it has to do.
It says make a ranged spell attack.
Oh yeah, so I have
You
to roll.
roll. You don't roll those often.
I
20.
don't.
Good luck.
12.
12. You just miss.
Even if he's attacking from behind?
Just missed.
No advantage?
No advantage.
Dang it.
Did you add your modifier to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. I rolled a 5. So 12, yeah.
Not a good roll.
Damn it.
You were too excited with teleportation. You cast where it was in front of you, but now it's behind you. And you messed
Never
up.
mind. At least I didn't use a spell slot for that. I still get to move.
Oh, yeah, you sure do.
I'll move back to where
I will move. I will move 35 feet away, or 30 feet, however many.
Right. Your snowballs are gone.
My snowballs are good. Are they? Hold on. Let me check that. Yes, they're gone.
Okay. All right. So you are now separated from the group, but you have no monsters on you. Next up is Karverath. We will rectify that situation immediately. Karverath dives and swoops past a stalactite and comes flying right at you, Avius.
Yeah, I'm used to the one being like hated on. It's
Yeah.
Huge claws come striking, a mouth with huge teeth come at you. Avius, the poor, defenseless, weak, frail, aged wizard, is being chomped upon.
I mean, chomped.
Chomped. Here's the chomp attack. 21
Hits.
for 15 piercing and 3 fire.
15 and 3. Okay.
A claw rakes you weakly with a 10 to hit.
There's more. Oh, and that misses.
Okay, and then its third attack is another claw with a 21.
Or
you just start
How
rolling a
much?
different 20-sided die.
12 slashing.
okay.
Tearing. You must die.
Not yet.
is.
One, two, three, four, 5. He wants you there for sure. For its lair action,
Oh God.
the ground, there's a support beam right underneath where you're at, and the ground starts to shake violently with a tremor from the volcano you are inside of. And the area around it, affecting you and Ugo, shakes with huge violent tremors. You must make a dexterity saving throw or simply be knocked prone.
Good luck.
I'm not prone.
You are knocked prone.
Ooh.
And then you hear in the distance, Ugo dexterous, as he makes it. It is a...
Ugo, not lava proof.
not quite a new round. There's one more interesting thing, actually, that I want to have happen. The Firegeist that has been talking to you, Avius, and on its knees starts to move, rise to its feet, take a few steps closer, and then stumble, getting a little closer, holding out its hand towards you, Avius, and it says in a slightly feminine voice, I failed you. I failed everyone. I'm dying once again. My crystals... And it then topples over the edge and falls and splashes into the lava, and that firegeist is gone.
Well, I'm sorry, what? You didn't finish your sentence.
It is a new round. Rill, what are you doing? You're not involved in this fight at all. You're gone.
But my heart is there.
You have 11 hit points. You're like 530 feet away. What are you going to do?
Very weakly, my lute comes free, and I start to discordantly strum upon it, focusing on the black orb that is in the bridge that I am seeing.
It's down below.
Down below? You said 80 feet.
80 feet horizontally and then 50 feet down.
150 feet down? 120? I will have to, I'll have to descend.
Okay.
What is below me?
There is a bunch of black stones, tiled stones.
Black tiled stones.
Laid on top of each other. It's just gently enough to make it uncomfortable to move or roll a wagon, but kind of looks dragonish. Dragon scale-ish.
Okay. I focus my energy then on the... Yeah, well, that would serve the purpose too. It's one of those decisions, life or death, right? I teleport yet again, one more time, vanishing into the oblivion, and reappear next to a wagon.
Okay, so you're using your last 5th level spell to teleport up into the treasure grotto. Boom, you disappear from the bridge. You now on this treasure grotto, and the whole thing starts to shift and slide as coins start spilling out of it. You are right next to this fine, high-quality wagon that's kind of off-kilter and laying at a 45 degree into this coins. The coins stop moving for a second, and you have your footing. What would you like to do?
I scramble up to the wagon itself.
Okay.
Kicking coins, making my move towards that, getting onto the wagon, the intent to search it, but more importantly, calling out, Karverath, I have your toy!
Okay.
From the other side of the cavern as loudly as I can.
Make a performance roll, please.
Can't you do prestidigitation to add volume to your voice as well?
But I've already spent...
He's already used his action.
I've already
okay.
used my action. That's a great.
Cantrip?
idea.
He's already used his action.
Oh.
18.
All right, you create a huge bellowing sound that does carry far in this crazy echoey chamber. I'll let you make it. Make an intimidation roll versus the dragon, please. Good luck.
Good luck intimidating a dragon.
Oh!
How's a 25 for
You
intimidation?
got a 6. You pissed it off, man. You pissed it off.
Nice.
The dragon looks, and like the camera just snap zooms right into real far away of you just dancing on the wagon. The dragon leaves the badly wounded wizard that's lying at his feet, and for its legendary action, is beginning its flight away.
So almost literally like the scene, Lord of the Rings, the Witch King snaps Gandalf's staff, has him dead to rights, and then the Riders of Rome come in, and so like the Witch King reckon takes off.
Well, there still may now be happy ending here.
Right. I mean, we don't have a couple thousand Riders of Rome behind us.
Dragon is now flying away just about 80 feet away from
Do I get
Avius.
a... Was it
Opportunity
engaged?
attack.
Why not?
You're not sure you can. You're disadvantaged. Roll it.
Okay. I punch him.
You gotta punch a dragon.
Yeah!
I hope you critically succeed.
Actually, I'll swing at him with my rod of heroin.
All right.
So I swing
I
at
think
him.
you should just slap him with the back of your
Swing
hand.
at him with the rod of heroin.
You're at
Two
disadvantage.
hands.
Disadvantage, though.
That's fine. 2 hands
I
though.
hope he stops to pay you attention.
Disadvantaged. What do I use? Is it just a straight
Strength.
20? Our strength?
It's your strength
Oh no,
modifier.
+3.
Oh, yeah, +3 with your proficiency.
16.
16. You swing and would have hit most creatures, but it just bounces off the armor of this thing and it does not even feel it.
Oh.
What? And then furiously goes flying towards Rill instead. Valian, you're up. You've got a Geist right next to you and
Your Rill
some other
also
creatures
explain.
around.
Ugo! Ugo, you need to help us here, or I will tell that dragon about the gold in your pants.
Oh, damn.
You do not need to roll intimidation. It auto-criticals right
Ugo's
there.
already scared of me.
Wow.
Probably has more than gold in his pants right now.
That's
And then I'm
great.
going to turn around and I'm going to smash
Great
this
callback.
undead. So I guess get an extra D8 because it's undead. We'll see if I hit first. With a 12,
12 is a miss.
I will attack again. Never mind.
Okay, you valiantly miss. Twice. You have any move or you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. The dragon will use its next legendary action to close the distance closer to Rill. It's still quite some distance away.
Thank God.
Firegeist number 2 comes moving. Actually, it wants to engage Elmon. How fast did you move? 35?
35, yeah.
Yeah, it's faster than you
Lovely.
when you're not totally focused on moving. It closes in on you and attacks twice. With a critical fail and a critical fail.
Woo!
What the? I rolled a 1 and a 1.
It should just dematerialize out of shame.
Wow. It reaches you, swings, and fumbles and stumbles.
Flies on past.
It flies past you. You hold out a foot, you trip it, and it collapses on the ground, prone at your feet. It is totally messed up for at least another round. Wow, is that embarrassing. The other one that Valian you just struck at, that Firegeist is going to attack you twice. And it got a 13 and a 20.
Nope.
Note to both.
Wow.
Misses.
That's a 20.
Elmon, you're up.
Can I just step on the Geist and hold it down that way?
Sure. You will
And-
take 1 point of fire damage if you do that.
But will it actually benefit, like, hold it down for longer?
Sure, it might.
And I will not be at disadvantage? to
You will
my
not be
attack?
disadvantaged on any attack.
I will take that 1 point.
All right.
And I will live through this fight.
And I will make some noise. Actually, my bow will. As an arrow goes literally screaming out, using the noisemaker shot.
Hold
It'll
on.
be one of my.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're at probably just shy of 300 feet.
Oh, it does not matter.
That's pretty far.
He's can
built for this.
Yes, I can fire up to 600 feet as normal based off of again sharp. I don't know. I forget what ability it is. Sharpshooter.
All right.
This was all
Yeah.
a plan. Avius is just a spotter, and he's all, fire for effect.
Yeah,
One tick up,
sharpshooter attacking
2
at
ticks
long
left.
range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attacks.
Okay,
My long range is up to 600 feet.
So also keep in mind that there's so many stalactites, it is now at 3/4 cover with +6 to its armor class.
That's fantastic because I also ignore your ranged weapon attacks. Ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Bow by Acme. It just zigzag.
Oh, laser sighting. All right, take the shot. Take the shot.
Take the shot.
Avius has the laser pointer on the dragon's back.
Yeah, exactly. I have my laser designation.
Holy
I'm
cow.
firing my 2+2 magical arrows
Okay.
at this point in time, so I am +2 to hit. First shot is going to be a 25 to hit.
Great. That hits.
Damage will be 18, 19. Hold on. I confused myself.
Skewing physics and
10,
mathematics.
19, 21 points of damage on my first attack,
All right.
and using 2 of his legendary actions,
That was another noisemaker shot?
Yep.
All right.
which my second charge of that bow today. And my next attack done normal with a +2 magical arrow. Natural 20.
Yes.
Whoa.
Max possible damage.
Does that buy real time?
10, 16, 21 damage on that shot. Wait,
All right.
hold on, wait. Let me make sure I got that right. 5, 10, 10 plus 10 plus 2. So, I'm sorry, 22.
Because Puck rest in peace, 4 points
Yeah.
can be easily
And-
accounted for and missed.
The other thing that
Yeah.
does is recharges my bow 1 charge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's huge.
Nice. That was an amazing shot. That's one of those World War II sniper zoomed in, you follow the arrow type
Yep.
shots.
Is that that's on? Sorry to interrupt. That's on a critical that does that?
Yes. On a critical hit, gain 1 charge to a maximum of 5 charges.
Nice.
How many charges do you have left now?
2.
All right. You fire that first shot's a great shot. I mean, no one in this chamber, probably in the history of its creation, could have ever made that shot. That shot's just stupidly lame compared to the second shot.
Yep.
That second shot is amazing. The dragon, sensing that, puts as much cover between you and it, and you still fire nowhere near the dragon, off to the side where there's the thin sliver where you anticipated being, and that is exactly where it zigs.
Clip it right in its leg.
But the picture of this is he's standing on top of one of these creatures.
I know! It's so badass!
Well, even does something like dips the tip.
Yeah,
Oh
while
my
standing
God.
on a geist.
Oh. That second shot hits. The whole cave reverberates with this huge howl. And the dragon disappears down beneath the bridge, and you've definitely bought some time for real.
It's pucker time.
Wow.
Yeah.
The dragon would now be taking a legendary action, but it has been absorbed. That geist is gone.
I'm doing what I can, boys.
Doing more than the rest of us. Well, I can't speak for real, but
Ugo, fearing Valian's threat, turns around and
Jesus.
grabs onto one of these fire drakes, grabs onto one leg, grabs onto the other, and starts to just wishbone tear it apart. And as it starts to pull, the creature is able to fly away with Ugo on it. And it flies some distance away, and Ugo's now holding on for dear life, about 20 feet away from the bridge, suspended over a section of lava below.
Ugo, keep it occupied.
With one weak arm holding.
Yeah, that's right. He only has one good arm.
That was the problem. He thought he had 2 good ones.
Ugo strong.
The fire drake with Ugo, its turn is to just fold in its wings and nosedive straight down into the lava, and it does so, taking Ugo down into magma oblivion.
Does the fire drake dip himself into?
Oh yeah, it splashes full force into it.
What's the bird that does that? It's a
Phoenix?
Phoenix?
No.
It's a certain
Yeah.
type of bird that literally it's
Dive bombs into
dive
the
bombs.
Oh, yeah.
It also mates following.
Isn't it some kind of archer or something? Like a
can't
blue
remember.
archer?
Anyway,
killed
our
himself
listeners
in
can
doing
look it
that.
up
Yes.
for the clue
Oh,
of the
drake
day.
Yeah.
itself?
Yep. The other two,
So ends the story of Ugo the Mighty.
840.
shit.
Let me check their movement. The other 2 drakes fly towards Avius, checking their movement. This is important. Yep, they both are able to reach in their movement, and they attack.
I don't like this.
Avius is on his back. He's prone, so they have advantage on the attacks. The first one bites you. Wow. 20 to hit. I assume is a hit?
Yeah.
Yes, 5 points of piercing damage.
And Avius just lays there.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
All right. Second one is a 20. So that's a death save.
What do I do?
You just you add a mark to your death.
Yeah,
save.
you should have a death save guy.
You don't want 3 if you can avoid it.
The other one attacks you. And got a hit as well.
Did he get a 15?
Yes. I rolled a 19 and didn't even add the plus to it. That's a second death save.
Okay.
And its second attack was a miss.
Okay. Do I have 2 death saves against me?
Yes.
Does that mean I'm almost dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
One away,
One-
my friend. One away.
Yeah, you get one more, and if you fail, if you make your death save, you dead.
Okay.
So don't do that.
Next up is Avius Catorum.
Mm-hmm.
Avius, your turn is over. You need to make a death saving throw.
What do I do?
10 or higher.
Roll a
20
20.
You're going to roll a 10 or higher on a 20 with
Say
no
with such familiarity.
modifier.
Okay. 16.
And Avius does not die this
You
round.
see his body just kind of like,
Mark a successful save. And
okay.
if you get 3 successful
And I'm
saves,
stable.
then you're stable but
Okay.
still unconscious. Holy moly.
Mm.
Karverath
Yeah.
reappears flying up from underneath the view of the bridge, but he's having trouble maintaining flight like before. There's no grace, there's no power. Now it's a struggle to maintain flying. He is now at half move and is struggling to get towards you, Rill, and will probably be a 2 or 3 turns away before he gets there. He was going to be there. No, it'd probably be 3 or 4 turns. Was going to be 1 or 2.
But I'm still in shouting distance. That's what I care about.
All right. And where is it at? There it is. Let me check the distance on this. And it cannot take advantage of its lair actions because you guys are just out of range. Nice. Good job, Rill, distracting it away
It
from
won't
it.
live long, but nonetheless, a cheer.
It is a new round. Rill Stump Runner, you're up.
The wagon upon which I'm on, I meticulously go through it, but I start.
All right, you fling open the door, you drop inside. Again, the wagon is about 45 degrees in, slightly rolled on its side. Everything is kind of collapsed into the interior, into one corner, and you see there are at least 2 skeletons that have kind of just crashed into each other that are in there. There are some tattered clothes that look like they might have been fine, but they're very old and shredded and worn down. You also see, of note, bum 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 bum. Where did it go? Oh, there you go. You see a 2 small satchels that look to be of high quality, and one of which has a lock on it that is not actually locked. It was, the top part was locked, but the flap wasn't connected in any way. The other one looks more expensive and has no lock on the satchel. And there is also, where did it go? There it is. There is also a looks like a steel rod or something. As you get close, you see it is a staff that is wedged into the corner amongst these skeletons. It is a staff. You do not have to roll any detect magic, because as soon as you see it, you realize this is a staff of significant magical power.
Okay. Using that time, I try to prevent from touching the staff directly, so I kind of use the magical satchel, if you will, as a glove, and tuck it in and scoop in the other bags as well. Throw that sack on.
Okay.
Then, if that's cool, then calling out to Karverath. Excuse me.
You're back outside the wagon.
Back outside the wagon.
The wagon, as you climb out and step on it, also shifts perilously close to the edge of this grotto. That is 140 feet or so above the ground.
I call out, Karverath, your treasures do not interest me. You have waited this long, only to lose those things you value more than anything. I mock you, dragon, but do not tarry too long, for I will be leaving soon. Or call off your minion now.
You may make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
There it is.
Good luck.
One of those was a natural 20.
One was a natural 20.
Natural 20. The other was a 15, giving me 27.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. The dragon bellows back. There's just this long distance conversation. Everyone, it's like speakerphone. You guys are annoyed. Can you guys just go to a different chamber?
Can you hear?
The Karverath says, I have not fulfilled my oath. I must serve Morian. As he struggles to continue to fly towards you, he breathes fire, but can't even come anywhere close. He's trying to threaten you from the distance he's
Can
at.
this conversation continue? Or?
Sure, go for it.
You serve Morian in vain. Your oath is invalid. Morian cannot be trusted. You, an ancient creature, wise and powerful, serve a hollow oath. A hollow oath. Excuse me.
He's the hallowed one.
Yeah. Hollow oath. Break that oath now, and we leave you in peace.
Pieces?
Is there a
Is it
quad
peace?
disadvantage persuasion roll you can make? They call me Tim. He says, a dragon's oath cannot be broken. He would have a legendary action if he doesn't get it. Valiant, you're up.
I'm not making a lot of headway here, guys. Come on.
I can't even get to him if I move. But I will. I'll move. Taking an opportunity attack.
25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yep.
Okay.
And then an opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah, opportunity attack from that guy. You don't have any ranged healing spells?
Mm-mm.
Not at disadvantage.
No, it doesn't the move take up my action?
It does.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying,
No,
if
yeah.
you're 30 feet back, you don't have a ranged healing. All right.
Not that I can reach him with.
All right. It does not hit you. Karverath will take another legendary action, but does not get it. Firegeist. Underneath Elmon loses its turn. The next turn, it will make athletics rolls at the start of its turn versus to see if it can get its turn.
Okay.
But this one, just it's so embarrassed by what it did. Oh my God. Don't tell anyone, all right? However, the other Firegeist is...
I'm telling everybody.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got your Facebook out. Picture.
I'm telling the story to Valkyr.
The other Firegeist follows you, Valian, chases you down, but cannot get its attack off right yet. Elmon, you have backed away. So essentially we have Elmon standing on a Firegeist about maybe 80, 100 feet away is the rest of the group on the bridge with 2 Fire Drakes and another Firegeist with Elmon and Valiant about 10 feet apart. And then
Avius and Valiant.
Avius. That doesn't help. And then like 800 and 900 feet away, the other side of this bridge, up in the grotto is Rill and a dragon closing out him. Elmon, you are up.
Speaking of dragons, okay, bonus action. Give a little shrug and say, I'll just spin.
Okay.
Maybe?
He's in the city. He's like, oh my God, that far away?
And then I will use, I'm down to just either... Can I make some sort of history roll to know whether a dragon can be poisoned or not?
You can make a nature roll.
16?
That's probably just what you need. Dragon. Let me double check. Dragon. Totally susceptible to poison as normal.
Sweet. So I will make some noise, as it were. Fire a noisemaker shot with a
Come on! that. He wants. I want to play with his legendary actions.
With a poisoned arrow
A noisemaker, poisoned arrow from the Elnoran bow. Holy
at
moly.
over 300 feet in range.
Oh, yeah.
Flying through and around and twisting.
I have such fun ideas now.
Okay.
Rill says as he's
Around
looming darkness.
all these stalactites and stalagmites. 20 to hit.
Just hits.
So he has to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned.
All right, he has +9 on his Constitution saving.
Oh
throw.
wow.
Yeah.
Roll low.
1-1.
14.
DC 14.
He passed.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Barely.
he will only then take,
Ouch.
let's see, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 points of damage.
huge
on the
shit.
first shot.
Dragon is pissed. Doesn't like I can't turn around now.
I just look stupid hiding him.
I know.
Lair.
Playing pickle.
Yeah, and the next one will be. Oh no, I have 22 of those. I know. I can't do anything about that.
Just-
I'm hoping the drakes leave him alone and don't continue to try and gnaw on the dead guy. Ilnoran arrow, fired at Mr. Karverath. 21 to hit.
Is a hit.
Ugh. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Okay, hold on. Let me mark that.
Weakest of my hits so far.
I think Valiant would kill for 14 points. Boom, and more arrows sticking out of the dragon. Blood is dripping out from multiple locations. It's still struggling from that huge blow earlier to fly, but it is in flight.
And it is, again, the noisemaker shot.
Noisemaker.
Take effect, so.
That's a fresh one, right? Okay. Got it. There we go. Stand by. All right. There is a...
I mean, there's nothing I could do for Avius at that point other than
No.
shoot the drakes, but if he gets his legendary actions back, we're all hosed.
Yeah.
There is a twinkle of multiple colors around you, Elmon, and Aljespin, a magical fairy mini dragon, appears. You shoot him. You step on him too. Aljespin says, "How can I help you?"
We need to kill
that's a dragon.
this thing, the two drakes, and that giant ancient fire drake is our biggest problem.
Or maybe heal Avius.
And also heal Avius.
It looks confused.
We're
How
a lot
can
of
I
fun.
help you?
Heal Avius.
It flies away with incredible speed, zipping across. I need a marker for this dude. I don't know. It zips over, and magical healing energy flies out. But at what level?
Using the
Level
Hugo
37.
figurine.
Hugo heal.
It's a level 3 cure wounds. I can't remember. What is that? A D8 per?
8
Plus spell modifier?
Spell modifier.
All right. Magical energy comes out. I'll roll it. I don't get to roll healings often. 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 4 is 16 points of healing.
Take it.
Oh,
I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's trying. Every bit might help.
What happens to my saves?
Yeah.
Those remain there.
Until
Okay.
a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you have level 1 exhaustion? Someone had level 1 exhaustion, I thought.
did.
Okay, you now have level 2 exhaustion, which starts to become a problem. You rise, you're on your feet, but you're a little tired now. Level 2 exhaustion means your speed is in half.
Okay.
That's it.
In addition to the level 1 constraints, or instead of?
In addition to.
Okay.
Karverath would do another legendary action that is ignored.
Not exactly ignored.
I have to remove Ugo. from the combat tracker.
Oh, poor Ugo.
Nah.
And Avius is there. So just got you on your feet to help you out a little bit.
As fire drakes jump back on him.
I know. A fire drake is going to attack you. Fire drake is going to attack you. Fire drake is going to... That was the bite. This is the claw. Wow. Fire drake got an 8 and a 10 on you, Avius.
Fire Drake ain't got nothing on me.
The other one, though, did not even see you rise and attacks Valian. That's the bite. 18 to Valian? No. And a 7 is obviously not. There's just gnawing on your shoulder successfully, but just not getting through at all. Then one coated in lava comes flying out and comes racing over towards Avius, but cannot get its attack
You mean
on
Elmon?
you. Elmon, and cannot get its attack on you this round. That was the one that dropped Ugo into the lava.
Yeah.
It came bursting out. Somehow, as he's still alive, Avius, it is your turn. You've got this drake right on you, just gobbling as fast as it can.
So, yeah, so Avis is like, he's waking up, he's groggy, and he sees this drake.
Do
And
you have any potions?
no, I don't.
I gave you one last time.
You gave me one? You did.
asked.
I didn't mark it.
It's minor details.
This is going to be a learning lesson.
Can I use a bonus action to...
Yep.
And I drink up... I don't know, what's the potion?
44 is plus 4.
44 is plus 4. Wow. I do real quick. What's this? And I drink some potion.
Ooh, it's not warm, though.
It's not the way I like it.
Holy hell.
3, 5, 10, 14.
14 health. You quaff the potion. You feel invigorated. That was your bonus action. You still have a main action and half movement if you want
And
it.
half movement.
Better than Elmon's method of healing. He just pours it on the arrow. Hope one outweighs the other.
Very unlikely that I would do more than I do.
I will use snowballs.
More snowballs.
More snowballs.
You've never...
Avius loves the snowballs. Okay, just getting it out there. He loves the little snowball action.
You have just tasted the ethereal plane of darkness, and you get up and snowball! Whee!
He has had the spell forever and has never had any reason to use it
Yeah.
till now. That's what's incredible.
Dragon Slayer.
Incredible. This is a 10 foot. You can get both of the drakes around
I can
you.
get both of them.
Is it you making them making a dexterity save, right?
I believe so.
All right.
Yes.
Fire Drake, they're rolling a 10?
Nope.
And a 7.
No. So it's what? 3D, what did I say?
3d6, I believe.
3d6 times 2
Times 2.
because of their vulnerability to cold.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's 36 points of
You
damage.
rolled max damage?
To each one.
Snowballs hit, pelt, pelt. They drop to the bridge, pelt, 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 and you just encase them in ice.
Take this, fuckers!
They fall to the ground and they just kind of fall over, covered in ice, and they are cubed and dead.
If they're frozen, they stay that way until they thaw.
Okay.
Just,
in a volcano.
just FYI. I'm just saying. That's what it says in the spell.
Karverath flies closer and closer. There, you can now see, Rill, that there is blood dripping out of multiple wounds. The dragon is hurting, still alive. It will be on you in 2 rounds, maybe able to affect you in 1 round.
See about that.
It is now time for its lair action, but it's in no man's land. It cannot reach anyone with that range.
Oh.
It is a new round. Oh my god, I'm so worried what's going to happen. Rill, you're up.
Do I, as Rill, feel confident that the wagon was searched and thoroughly gone through?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to search again.
Karverath! You are wounded and you are losing when you shouldn't be. I give you one more chance to break your oath. One more chance to keep all that you may lose. What is your answer?
You may make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Okay. A 20, non-natural.
Okay. He says nothing, continues to fly, and is barreling straight in on you.
Barreling straight in. With that, I have your answer then. And a strum across the loot, and a silver bubble snaps up over me, and I disappear further on down the bridge.
All right. Well, you're on this grotto, so what is
Down
this?
where I was before I transported, so I...
What's the spell that you're
back the way I
casting?
was. Dimension Door.
What? Don't you only have 3?
You said it was 5th. It's actually 4th, and I have 2 more castings.
Oh, nice!
Dun, dun, dun.
Boom! You disappear.
I do wait to the last minute to draw him.
So you are teleporting as far back down the bridge as you can, closer to your friends,
Yes,
behind Karverath.
behind.
All right, you teleport at about 300 feet behind him, putting even more distance between you. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
And you can move.
And I...
Stewie feet further down. You absorbed 1. No, it went last. This is the first legendary action that's absorbed this round. Oh, poor Karverath. Valian!
Raise my shield. Tack it with my morning star, and look at the wizard, and a aura comes off of the shield surrounding him, and cast Shield of Faith, and Avius's AC is +2 for 10 minutes.
Okay,
Wow.
so that's at 16 then.
That was a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smash this son of a bitch in front of me.
This Firegeist.
Yeah.
Go for it. 2 attacks.
With a happy El Jespin floating behind it.
13.
Is a Firegeist is a miss. Valiant's not happy at all. That doesn't count. Roll again.
A 20, non-natural.
That is a hit.
I'm also going to use Divine Smite,
Is this
level 1.
cantrip?
This is the...
You can only cast 1 spell that's not a cantrip per turn.
It's I expel a spell slot to do radiant damage.
What would? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And so it'll take 48 damage.
He is
Plus your weapon damage,
Plus
right?
my
He is
weapon
able to
damage.
expend his magical energies to explode more damage.
Oh, no, this includes my weapon damage.
Oh, okay.
So 13, 19, 25, 27.
Holy hell!
Oh, 27 is a huge hit on that one.
Hey, I did 36
That's true.
This is
Twice.
twice.
this is the first time one of these guys have been hit.
Yeah.
It is.
And did you
Frustrating.
include your bonus to undead? It is an
Yes.
undead. All right. Nice. You smash, flame spouts out from its head where you hit it, but it reforms Terminator 2 style back into a flaming face. Another legendary action has been used up by Karverath and the Anoran bow. The Firegeist underneath your foot, Avius, lifts
Elmon,
Elmon, pushes up. You need to make an athletics versus athletics roll, please.
Kick him back down.
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Athletics, you said?
Athletics. Oh my god, I'm not pretty good.
17?
10. He's actually -2 on strength rolls. He's very wispy. All right, you keep him down in his position. He is not able to attack or move. The Firegeist that just got smashed in the face by Valiant attacks twice. Misses with a 2. And I think I finally connected. Please tell me he finally connected. With a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Valiant has hit you for 7 points of bludgeoning, and fire flashes out from its hand. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Q. Natural 1.
And you will take 10 points of fire damage at the start of your turn, every turn, until you or someone adjacent to you puts out the fire. Done. We have Elmon, furthest away from the dragon. You are just probably just within range, about 550, 540.
No problem. It's easy shot.
Yeah.
I'm even going to cover one eye, and I know my bow takes 2 hands.
So this Drake thing coming at me, it's still like 5 feet away though, right?
It's adjacent to you.
Oh, so it's within melee range?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So that'll impose disadvantage for my bow shot.
Yep.
That sucks.
Choices.
Yeah. So I'm going to use a bonus action and a move to move 70 feet forward.
What the heck is the bonus action?
His dash.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'm sorry. Bonus action is the dash ability.
Oh, right. Your
so
hunter's
that's actually
dash.
70 feet. And then my move will be 35. So I'm going to move 105 feet forward.
65, 70, 35, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
I'm not sure I want to move.
That's 100 there. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's awful far, but sure.
You race past the fire drake, gets a chance to bite you.
At disadvantage.
Oh, it's probably not going to. 12 and a 12 becomes a 15.
That's going to be a miss.
All right.
I give the little Geist a little kick on the way out. And then I will fire a poisoned arrow at Karverath.
So you are racing up to the big chaos with the battle that's still going on with your friends. You're next to them, but you're shooting over their heads, still long range.
Yep.
Go for it at
See
Karverath.
an image of this halfling running towards you with a drake behind him.
Yep. That's
I love the imagery.
26 to hit.
Oh, shoo. You hit the dragon just as it turns around, heading back towards Rill.
DC
I was hoping he would be like, think I was still there and start tearing that up. No.
DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
22.
Yep. So
Ignores the poison.
10. Instead, it only takes 15 points of damage.
Dragon gets hit again, gets lower in altitude, but continues to fly.
And then another arrow, yet again. I'm just peppering this damn dragon.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if somebody else tried to do damage to it by just throwing it out there. Just, hey guys.
Oh, never mind the fact that he is safely away from all of you right now.
That's fair. That's fair. That was also I guess I'll have to use the noisemaker shot on this one, which I will use actually one of my only +1 magic arrows.
This is your last charge?
Yes.
All right.
Keep that in mind, boys. This is my last charge.
Yeah.
So next round is the last time that it will be out
But
of
you roll a
legendary
20
actions.
here.
And it's probably going to be a miss. 14.
Is a miss. Got cocky on the last shot.
This is easy.
Okay, well, on a miss, what does it say? Missing with a noisemaker or staggering arrow places an arrow token in the target's position.
That does not matter in this situation. It goes flying past and lands in rock or lava far below. That's pretty much out of the combat. It would take you many rounds to get there. You don't have a dimension door. All right, Elmon raced up, fired one shot, got a hit, fired one and missed. Karverath finally gets his last legendary action this round and uses it to slowly limp closer towards Rill. So essentially, we've got the original battle area. Rill is teleported back to the bridge and is running slowly to the group. There's still about 400, 500 feet between the two of you, and the dragon is closing in on you. The Drake... There's one fire drake left, and it races and closes in on Elmon, but cannot get an attack on. It flies right behind you.
What's its range?
Let me double check. 66.
So I moved one.
5.
105, I think 100. So it just went 120.
Get to you. Can't attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I could have moved 140, but
Yeah.
okay.
All right, Avius, you're up. What's your hit points at, Avius?
30.
30.
I've got half my hit points back.
Rill's at 11.
Jespin, keep healing.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got to go back. Jespin gets to go.
Hell yeah.
Jespin gets to go.
Avius does say, Valian, thank you. Feels nice to be breathing again.
Valiant nods at you.
You have room in your armor to nod? Or is it more like a upper torso tilt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need oiling. Oh, I need oiling.
Aljespin. Where did Aljespin go?
There.
Yeah. Aljespin will move a little closer, and magical pink and purple sparkles flare out all around it, and
Confetti and noisemakers.
Elmon, Valian, and Avius, you are all blessed.
Oh.
You gain a D4 onto every attack roll and saving throw for essentially the rest of the combat. Nice. And that is its turn. And Avius, you were up. Sorry, I interrupted you.
That's okay. Well, the tingles.
So, I'm sorry, that's a D4 to saving throws and attack
Yep.
rolls.
Avius reaches into his bag of bags.
Okay.
If you go after an egg.
I'm going to remove these.
I will shoot you, too.
And
Gashapon is back at the manor.
Yeah,
We think we're safe.
Gosh, you're probably be going into that lava.
It just bubbles with eggs.
begins running towards Elmon. It's gonna take
A possible opportunity attack from the Firegeist.
possible opportunity attack.
All right. 12 to strike.
Misses. And races up to Elmon. Elmon! And he pulls out a blue rune out of his bag.
Okay.
It's a rune of flying. And it'll allow 2 people to fly for up to 10 minutes.
Where did this come from?
From way back. From way back. Elmon, hold this. And
Tentatively reaches out.
All right, you grab onto this.
Where did this come from?
we both
It's moist.
are holding an end of this rune, and the blue aura kind of spreads from the rune to me and to Elmon, and we just kind of just hover just above the ground. You can fly now, Elmon! And that's my move.
And that's a bonus action. You
Okay.
still have an action left to do something.
Bonus action, and then
And the two of you can now independently fly.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold hands like
Yeah.
Superman from
yeah, it's not
1979.
like Peter Pan and Wendy.
Who's low?
Which one would be Peter Pan and which one would be Wendy?
Oh, I'd be Wendy.
What's your action?
Fair enough.
Is?
And then how far is Karverath?
Karverath is about, say, 600. No, it's closer than that. It's about 450 feet.
Don't quite have something to reach him. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this. What was that little wraithy thingy?
Firegeist.
Firegeist. With chill touch. I reach out and kind of a cold ghostly claw reaches out at the Firegeist.
All right. Well,
And it's a range
Go for your plus,
spell attack.
plus 4, your
Plus 4.
the blessing.
Is it plus 4 or plus
D4.
1d4? Okay.
D4.
So 16 plus my attack bonus is 23, 24.
Is a hit.
And it takes 5 points.
All right.
Doesn't something happen to it if it's undead?
Oh yeah, if it hit an undead, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until its next turn. So yeah, that's right. This ghostly skeleton claw just kind of grabs a hold of it and just has a hold of it.
It remains there briefly. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Karverath flies with incensed speed, enraged hatred, and comes swooping down across the bridge. And
I think I'm going to go back to where I was.
Yeah.
That's necrotic damage, by the way.
okay, that is still good.
Okay.
Comes swooping in and is still quite some distance away from the main party. However, it's not that far away and is caught up to poor Rill. And the beast is flying, and it is just at maximum range of its fire breath. I'm going to give you an athletics roll as you run and run and run and try and push yourself faster than you've ever gone to avoid this blast entirely.
To avoid it entirely.
Good luck.
All right. Let's see.
Are you
Here's
known?
to outrunning dragonfire.
Yeah, are you known for your
Real's
athletics?
profile is convex
known for
as he's
acrobatics.
running.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Huffing and puffing your pot belly.
Let him do some front flips to get himself out of there.
Come on, Bard!
Take it for what it is. Here we go.
Good luck.
Here we go. Natural one. However, my own bloom is. I see me stumble and trip, and I know don't go on the left side of the bridge. I take the right side of the bridge.
And roll again.
2.
You were destined
Either
for
way.
mediocrity. All right. You are not. You're like, whew, I made it. You look behind you, the dragon just right there.
Yeah.
And it goes, "Roar!" and disgorges all of this fire. You make a dexterity saving throw.
It won't matter if half damage.
For me, I won't.
Oh,
know.
okay. I fail.
Okay, you take 50 points of fire damage.
That is over my half.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
If it breaches your max in one blow. All right, you are knocked unconscious.
Doesn't that kill me outright?
No, only if it's your max hit points.
Damn close.
Only,
Damn close. All right.
yeah,
What's your max hit points?
59.
Oh my god, yeah. So if it had done 59, it would have instant killed you.
All right.
And Rill has dropped down.
That's a lot of damage.
Next up is Rill. Your action is done. Make a death saving throw, 10 or higher.
Fail.
All right, you have one death save against you.
Mm-mm.
What am I doing? God, it covered all that ground?
Yeah. What's the status on the legendary actions? Did you hit it last time with the noisemaker? No, you missed. That's why I got it off. You missed. It fell down in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would not have been able to do an attack on that fire thing because I would have had to use my move and my action to get to Oman last time.
Oh, because you had a move?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have half speed right now.
I will undo that. Well, it was 6?
5.
5. Got it. Okay. Anyways. Karverath leaves Rill alone for you to die on your own and uses its legendary action to quickly close the large gap between it and the rest of the party. It is I'll say 320 right now, 320 feet away. Valian.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at that fire guy's head.
Fire Geist right in front of you. Go for it.
15.
Is a hit.
I'm gonna use the divine smite again.
And what spell level are you using?
Just one.
1. Big radiant damage blasts out.
6.
Level 1 spell.
Yeah, I know.
24.
Big hit. Creature, actually, when you smash it, it splatters apart in fire and darkness and then reforms, still alive, though. You have a second attack against it.
Yeah. Sure do. 24.
Hits. Second big blow. Normal damage.
Yep. 16.
16. You smash it again. It shatters into flamey gouts and falls to the ground and does not reform. You have slain it. The dragon flies It is 280 feet away, closing in. Another Firegeist makes its way. Closing in on the group. That was the one that was prone, so it used
Half its move.
half its move, so it would be there. Elmon, you are up. You've got a Drake right behind you and your original annoyed fire guys closing in.
And you can fly.
And you can fly.
Which means I could get to the marker where my arrow missed. In time.
Yeah, in time. It's hundreds of feet away.
Jeez. I am going to... Yeah. I guess I'm going to fall back and away again.
Around here?
Yeah. And kind of get as far back as I can with a dash and a move.
You're also not constricted to the bridge.
Oh,
That
yeah,
matters.
exactly. So...
Good point.
yeah, so ish. And then
All right, so you fly off the bridge, off the side. You're 60 feet up, flying around, suspended over rock and lava. The fire Drake next to you misses its opportunity attack.
sweet. And I will shoot at the dragon again. The big dragon, not the little one.
All right, Karverath is taking another shot.
With a magical arrow. With aimed shot.
Aim shot is a charge?
No, it's my sharpshooter ability.
Oh, bonus damage.
Correct. Yes.
Harder
Not
to-
so. Right. I'm using my sharpshooter ability,
Okay.
not aim shot.
Harder to hit, but more damage.
Right. But I got the 1d4.
Oh, the
bonus
blessing.
And the magic arrow, which is another +1.
Good luck.
So that is going to be a 9, 10, 11, 16 to hit.
16. That arrow goes short.
Okay.
The dragon steps on it as it walks past.
And I will use the sharpshooter again.
Good luck.
This time with a 21.
Hits.
So 10. So actually 15, 16 plus 16, 17, 17, 24, 30.
How did you? Oh, because it's the big
Right, because it's
sniper
my,
shot.
Yeah, it's because he's plus 10
Huge.
to start, plus 1 because of this.
I trust you.
Okay.
I trust you. Huge blow. The dragon you hit is that arrow disappeared into the dragon. It's not even sticking out of the dragon. It hit in its breast area. Karverath is now doing a flying, walking, jumping up, flying, walking. It's having a lot of trouble, and it's desperately trying to get to you. It is roaring. Blood is streaming out of its mouth, but it is just enraged, if nothing else, even more. It is now running and closing in. I said it was 280. It is now 240 feet away. The fire drake, the one that is left, flitters away and closes in on Elmon, and it's in an aerial battle with Elmon.
Actually, hold on one moment.
Yes.
We may move back. The thing that El Juspin did gave us +4 to save an attack, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. Was
It's
that
just
the
a D4.
blessing?
It's just blessing. It's
What
D4.
did El Juspin do with the pink and purple?
I'll just did a blessing.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I didn't do
that was
blessing.
your D4.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never
Good.
mind.
All
Carry
right. The fire drake, right there.
No, Elmon?
Oh,
No, that's
sorry.
fine. Let him be there.
It does not get an attack. It closes in on you, Elmon. Nice. Avius.
Does Aljespin go first?
Yes. Aljespin might be cowardly. Yeah, Aljespin looks and sees this enraged dragon off in the distance, and it goes yeep and spirals and poof, disappears and sparkles. And Aljespin Aljespin is gone.
Shit.
Avius, you're up.
Avius casts Resilient Sphere on himself. And
This is
Otolic's Resilient Sphere.
Resilient Sphere. This is the impervious bubble.
Impervious to magic, to physical attack, to anything.
Everything. And you're encasing yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
And
How long does it last?
a minute.
All right.
And I don't
But
think
you have to be rolled around where you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's concentration. Let me double check real quick. It is concentration.
All right.
Okay, so, and then I raise up off the bridge and head straight towards Karverath.
That's bizarrely interesting because you're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that, since I'm flying using a magical rune, is that
No, that's fine. That's
hindered by my
There's no concentration related stuff with that.
no
Otilux Resilient Sphere. Nothing can pass through an unwilling credential safe and closed. The sphere is immune to all damage, can be damaged. You can breathe. The sphere is weightless as long as it contains an object. An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the wall and go up to half speed. So you can fly half speed.
Okay.
All right. So you've literally bubbled yourself and are
Yes.
floating away.
Yes.
I'm imagining you're not even oriented right side up. You're just tumbling away with a muffled whee! And where are you flying towards?
Towards Karverath.
Towards the dragon. How
Yeah.
many hit points does the wizard have left?
30, but right now I'm invincible, so it doesn't
Alright.
matter.
Karverath now goes. Double check because it is racing.
And I'm like trying to position myself, like directly in front of him in
Okay.
his path.
Karverath is between 40 feet off the bridge to on the bridge. 40 feet off the bridge is that's kind of hopping and flying and trying. You can see one wing is really hurt too. I said it was 240 feet. It is its turn. It is now 180 feet, and it is now doing a move. It is 100 feet away.
And how far is Avius from him?
You moved that direction,
Yeah.
so you're probably 60 feet away. And that is its turn. It, however, can finally make a lair action against the group. And Avius is not there. And Avius is there. I want to let him see if he has any knowledge of this. He is aware of some capabilities of your spell, and instead will say and speak in Draconic word that someone in here speaks Draconic. Avius does.
The group points.
Speaks a Draconic word that you recognize as poison fumes. It casts a spell from around that same almost exact support underneath that had the tremor earlier. There is a quick tremor, and then black noxious smoke billows up around a big crack around you and starts to form around Valian, this toxic volcanic gas.
Can I yell back towards the group?
What do you want to say?
Hold your breath, everyone!
And it lasts there for a while.
Rill holds his breath.
And you start to choke Valian. Nothing to worry about right now. It is Rill Stumprunner's turn. Hold on. You get no actions. You are unconscious. It is the end of your turn. You must make a death saving throw.
Death saving throw is success 11.
All right. Wow.
1 and 1.
So you have one fail, one success.
Fail. 1.
Karverath closes the distance from 100 feet to 60 feet, 20 feet from Avius.
Okay.
And it is, and this is really to Valiant is where Karverath is at. 10, 20, 30, 40.
Do it.
Really, it's right there. Edge. Okay, Valiant, you're up.
That fire wraith in front of me is dead. And I'm gonna move towards this one.
The fire guy's over there.
Yep.
20, 25, 30, 35, 45,
It's 30.
35, 40, 30. Got
30.
it.
And I'm gonna do a level 3 cure wounds on myself.
Nice. Healing magic for the paladin.
It's part of the battle cry. Ah, ding!
Yeah. For 18
18 hit points?
Yep.
Taking you up to what?
70.
All right.
Wow.
Done. Karverath uses a legendary action to move 40 feet, knocking the bubbled Avius out of the way and into his own volcanic ash that he does not care about. There's a Geist, fire Geist, that closes in on you, Valiant, and attacks. 16 and a 12. Battering relentlessly, but can I get through your armor? Elmon, you are hovering away from the group over the open air and are toe-to-toe Neo Mr. Smith Matrix Revelation, last Matrix.
I continue to ignore that little fucker.
Okay.
And will use my, I guess my bonus
Reroll.
action. Yeah, my bonus action and move to basically move to the other side of the cavern.
It's opportunity attacks and misses.
All right, fantastic. I will I'll pull out 2 Ilnoran arrows and continue to pepper the damn dragon.
You also, by the way, and let me interrupt you, Valian, you can hear a big intake of fire behind you.
And
firing 2 arrows.
yeah, I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I'm just gonna, I guess, fire him straight.
Flying on at an angle on his side, Elmon shoots.
First shot will
Gangster
be
Elmon.
Yep, a 24 to hit.
All right, these are normal arrows?
No, these are Ilnoran arrows.
Ilnoran arrows.
Causing 10, 15, 20 points of damage on the first one.
Okay. 2-0. Another huge hit. Gout of blood. The dragon roars.
And the second shot,
It's closing in on you, Valian.
I'm going to do it as a sharpshooter.
Okay.
Yes. 25.
That's with the hard to hit
To
shot.
hit.
With max damage here almost.
What's
Let's
the
see.
penalty on the hard to hit?
-5, but I still get +5.
Okay. Still, that's...
These
So
are
that's
really good.
going to do 24 points of damage.
Go ahead and take him down.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Go team!
Karverath rears back. First shot just glances off of his nose and goes like just comes up along the contour of his head, goes into his eye, causing him to go into a uncontrolled rage. The second shot, however, goes straight and he starts to kind of come down towards the ground, giving Elmon the perfect shot,
Long shot.
down his entire gullet, and the arrow flies true, aimed shot, goes straight down through his throat, down into his neck, and embeds itself, sticking out from basically the back of its torso from after going inside of its throat. The dragon just continues to descend down softly and just plants its head down on the ground right in front of Valian. A little puff of smoke pops out of its mouth. Dead.
Nice.
Oh. The fire geist disappears in a just unfold, as though all magic that held its form disappears and it just splats into flame. The remaining fire drake flaps its wings and flies away. And what would you guys like to do? You still have
Recover!
I
Some
will
issues.
run to Rill.
Rill is
A long ass way away.
a long ass way away. Is the problem.
Avius is just floating, cartwheeling. Guys, Guys.
I can't control my rune.
He's just...
You're totally safe, Avius. You are very slow. Valiant, what's your max speed per turn?
30 feet.
That'd be a move of 60 feet.
60.
Yeah, you're looking at 6 to 7 turns to get to Rill.
So Elmon will start heading that way.
Oh, yeah. You have
Flying speed.
His move, however, 60, 70 would be 140 feet
Okay.
per round.
Okay. All right. Elmon.
His cloak billowing behind him.
Yeah, Elmon zips past Valiant, zips past the dragon, his cloak flapping behind him, and is racing across the bridge towards Rill, who's unconscious and dying. Rill, make a death saving throw.
Do you get extra speed with flying?
I don't think so.
No.
A natural 1,
Okay.
which I don't know if I can reroll on that.
You can't... You're not awake to do your blue mist.
Yeah, let's do the blue mist.
Yeah? It's just like an
Well,
autonomic...
it doesn't. You're lucky. You're half. Like, you
Yeah,
have your
you're lucky. You're halfling luck.
Your boots incidentally tap together.
Let's do it.
There's a twitch.
There's a twitch,
Your boots
exactly.
twitch together.
A blue mist appears. I look down at myself and shake my head. And roll. A 19.
Whoa!
Oh. Yeah,
That's
I mean, if it's halfling luck, it would be cool halfling luck, or he immediately takes 2 death saving throws.
Yeah.
Which would kill him. All right.
Well, thank you for the kind GMness there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be lame to do it that way.
Yeah.
Action uses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You continue to race quickly towards Rill. You are not there yet. Rill, you have 2 successes
2 successes.
and 1 miss.
Yep.
All right. Make a death saving throw.
Good luck.
We're all counting on you. Oh! It's a stable die.
Well, that's good.
That's a success.
Okay.
15.
You are stable. You will no longer have to make death saving throws. Elmon, you fly towards him. You land next to him, and
I basically don't even slow down. I just plow into him as I'm casting this spell.
Take a point of damage.
I will cast a 3rd level heal wounds on Rill. Healing 16. I still not sure what my
You get
Plus
your
your
blessing.
spellcasting modifier.
which I think is like +3 at this point.
It's a wisdom spell, isn't it? So you add your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom modifier.
16, 17 total.
All right.
Huge.
Some good healing is delivered to Rill. Valiant, you turn around and see this dragon lays at your feet. Its head and neck kind of turned awkwardly, its tongue rolled out, its eyes open and glazed over.
One eye.
One
That's right. The other one has an arrow in it.
one leg is hind leg is just slightly hanging off the edge of the bridge. What's I'm just curious, what's your thoughts when you see this?
Valiant spits on it.
Oh,
Damn it, I need to put the visor up.
Is there any value in anything with the dragon?
there can be
Talons. Claws, maybe?
dragon scales, teeth, that kind of stuff.
I'll take a tooth.
Yeah,
Some
Elmon
scales.
definitely wants a piece.
Taxidermy dragon.
Yep.
I think we should all like take a. Yeah, Valiant's gonna take 4 teeth from it.
All right, so I was expecting some sort of like nod to a valiant enemy. No, it's just bloody butchery
Butcher.
at this point. You hear a buzzsaw. And all right, so Valiant's getting to work on cutting apart this dragon. While that's happening, what would the rest of you like to do?
Avius wants to go talk to Rill.
All right, a bubble arrives next to you and pops, and Avius steps out.
Rill, are you okay?
Elmon's right next to the pair of you, by the way, trying to jump up into the air again, but the magic has faded.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes.
I'll need some rest, but I should be fine.
Rill, I talked to Marielle again.
Oh, she help us?
No, not really. She was trying to say something about her crystals, but well, she died before she could really tell me what.
She what?
She was trying to say something about the crystals.
She took form of one of those fire, those ghoulish.
Oh yeah, she
fire
did
creatures.
one of her ventriloquism spell things.
I don't think she actually died.
But I think
Okay.
she did. She said that she was being attacked in the city and was bleeding to death. No matter. Do you have the vases?
I do.
We should check on the crystals. I'm curious.
And Rill will unfurl his bag and start pulling out these vases one at a time.
All right,
Set
you
them
have
down.
4
Do
vases.
you pull anything else out? Just the vases. I take one. I open it up.
Okay. You see there is a magic crystal in there, about maybe 8 inches long, tapered at the ends, faceted, and it has a little bit of magical energy in it. You can sense a little blue energy.
Did anybody see where the gate was? Do you know where it is?
I saw it over here, and I point down to
He
where
points
I saw
down.
it.
You can see no gate of any kind, but a black sphere of magical darkness covering one section of the floor.
I think that's what it is. It looked distinctly like the one in the necropolis.
Perhaps putting the crystals close to it would help her, if she's still alive.
We should try.
We could try. And take the vases, put them...
How are you getting down?
I could.
Oh, it's down.
But I
How far?
have to.
50 feet.
Well, I don't have Featherfall
That's fine. Just
queued
give the
up.
vases to me, tie off a rope, you hold it, Valian. We're good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I can get most of the way there.
You could just step off and take the. You could do superhero knee if you needed to.
Or Misty Step most of the way there.
I mean, if you have a better...
How far is your Misty Step?
Same as yours.
It's only 20 feet.
That was 30.
It's the difference between a live Valiant and a dead Valiant, I guess.
2
Yeah, it's 30
versus
feet.
3
30
stories.
feet.
Oh, it's 30. Oh, that's good to
You've
know.
been shortchanging yourself?
I have.
They don't call him shortchange Avius
Yeah.
for nothing.
He's been casting Misty Stat.
We're still gonna
Misty
need.
You still need to get back up.
We're still gonna need somebody to dispel magic on this as well.
Yep.
I could do that from here.
And with that, Rill snaps his fingers.
Snaps his fingers.
All right, what are you? You're casting Dispel Magic?
Dispel magic.
At what level?
I will cast it at level 3.
Cast at level 3, he snaps his fingers. You see nothing until the tiniest of breeze through the cavern just blows it away as though it was a gentle cloud, and the darkness is wisped away.
Does that help?
Underneath is a box of stone, rectangular, about maybe 3.5 feet tall, 10 feet long, 4 feet wide.
Yes, that's it.
You also can feel the cavern rumble, and you see some spouts of magma sparking up.
Is this different? Is this new?
It's a little bit more than usual. Nothing to panic about, but not ideal.
Elmon will, with alacrity, tie himself off.
Okay. That
Realizing,
means not checking. Okay, yes.
Right. You.
I hope this is tied up!
And then we'll hand the other end to Valiant, and
Just surprises
You're
the
gonna
group
go?
with that every
Okay.
now and
Yeah.
then.
All right.
and then we'll go down and place the crystals around the,
Elmon is lowered down, and you are hang. There's another vibration to the whole chamber, and you are lowered gently by Valiant down onto the stone floor, black stone, tiled stones. You walk over to this Lacian gate, stone object, rectangle of stone, and you place the vases there.
Yes.
Okay. You place the 4 vases that you somehow carried gently in your hands as you went down the rope.
just in a sack.
We tossed
2
him
drop
to
into the lava.
I hope that doesn't hurt anything.
These 10 commandments. And you place the 4 vases around, and as you place the 4th one, you don't see anything unusual happen.
Is that what happened before?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Don't we still need to deal with this gate? Besides just placing these?
Marielle said that Morian, he is in fact not able to open this gate at all, and
What?
It was all just a trap to get us to come here. And
What the hell?
And Lenore and Bo is thrown into the lava, and just Elmon walks away. Come on!
Killed a dragon for nothing?
it was all just a distraction to get us out of the city.
Then
It's a trap?
This is what I'm saying. She was being attacked as she spoke to me.
Rill stands up rigid, confidently walks over to where the rope is tied off and unties it. Walks out. Little light goes across the eye.
Cylon.
He's joking. He's
Not
joking.
again.
Gray scent on my wrist. You never noticed.
then we should get back.
Agreed. We should. We have a 2 days walk ahead of us.
And a treasure to gather up.
There is significant gold in there. I found items inside the carriage, as well as 2 departed individuals.
How much of the gold would fit in that bag of yours?
Oh, fairly sizable amount. A person's worth, if you will, would probably fit in there.
Well, what kind of items?
Let's make haste. We can discuss this on the way.
Where you hasting to?
I didn't grab any gold, FYI.
Right, let's go back up and grab the gold.
So we walk along the bridge out to the door.
You walk back out the way you came, up the snowy mountain.
Is there anything else in...
Unless there's a way.
Yeah, like, is there anything else in this cavern of value?
You see sleeping nest for drakes in different little nooks and crannies, and one for the dragon, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary other than smelly leaves and brambles and
Are there any
stuff.
drake eggs?
There are no drake eggs.
Amon's going to take a couple teeth and a couple dragon claws as well on
All
his
right.
way out.
That-
Why do you deface such a powerful creature?
These things might come in handy.
So I need to know what you're taking. You too, Val. You said you were doing something.
4 teeth.
You're taking 4 teeth? All right. Make a survival roll, Valiant.
Rill finds some majesty in the beast and does not take anything.
3.
3. All right. And Elmon, you wanted to take something too?
I do. 2 teeth, 2 claws.
The huge claws of the dragon.
Are they huge?
Yeah, I mean they're
That will not fit
huge.
in my bag.
Maybe just the claws on the wings then or something. Like
You could take a talon.
talon,
A
yeah.
talon. All right.
Yeah, I'll take a talon.
Make a survival roll, please.
10.
10.
Not a day for cutting up dragons.
Yeah, you guys are cutting and things are just not working the way you want. Between the two of you, after a lot of gruesome, bloody work, you have taken a total of 3 teeth between the two of you and have taken 6 slashing damage each
I took more damage from that.
from the dead dragon than the live one.
The dragon's like, just kill me.
We already did.
And after such time, you realize this is just not working.
Okay. So we took how many? 3 claws and 3 teeth,
3
and that's it.
3 teeth, correct.
You can have 2. I'll take 1. 1 dragon tooth. Okay.
You guys head out, climb up the snowy side of the mountain, up to the boulder crevasse thing, walk through that, over the tiny pool, create a little rope situation. Remember your good friend Ugo, who lost his life today.
Moment of silence.
Real fast moment for Avius, I'm guessing, as he doesn't get
Nothing.
pushed down relentlessly again. And then with a little bit of rope,
A good little pet for a minute.
30-foot drop, you guys are able to get down into this treasure area. Maybe someone stays up above to help pull. Or I don't know.
I'll stay up above.
Guard. All right, Valiant stays up. And you guys are down there. What are you doing? You're on top of mounds of coins, tons and tons of coins that are just sliding with every step off and down into lava below.
I was rushed, but I think this is all there is. There's lots of coin here.
Well, let's gather as much as we can on the quick and move on.
Okay. So you guys start shoveling in coins. You can start shoving in as much as you can, Rill, into your bag of holding. What's currently in your bag of holding?
The items specified, and that's it.
Okay.
The vases were moved, and then those were the only things. And probably a few sundries, such as some rations and so forth.
Okay. Say you have 400 pounds worth of space to fit into your bag of holding. If you want to dump all that stuff out, you can get up to 500 pounds, the full capacity of it.
No.
And you're scooping with the bag coins in. The bag can
Just
hold
putting the bag down, and we're just like like sliding.
Use
I
my
don't want to
shield.
fill it all
Yeah.
the way.
the bag can hold 50 coins per pound.
Holy smokes.
Let's just go to 300.
Why?
Why?
You want some room in there?
For what?
No.
We're going home.
We can dump it out if you need room.
Okay.
So
Stuff
that's
it all in there.
20,000
Yes.
1,000
gold.
And then how much can we reasonably carry each?
I'd say, yeah.
The world is not enough.
If you guys still have some traveling ahead, I would say you can each put in your backpack or sling a sack over your shoulder, maybe 200 coins on top of that each.
The 200 gold.
Let someone else do the math. I'm fine then. I start scaling since I'm done.
All right. And you leave. You also have whatever those items are in your bag.
Yes.
And Avius, are you down there as well?
I was.
You see 3 things of interest.
Ooh, what's this?
You find 2 amphoras of fine wine.
Oh, jackpot!
They're just can be a little on the fragile side. Just be careful.
I double bag them
Okay.
in my
Double
bag
up.
of bags.
All right. And the other thing you find is a
Got one more.
magic stone.
Okay.
It is very smooth and round, but it still has a little bit of rough texture to it. It is white with some purplish marbling, and you're not sure its function yet.
Okay.
Bump, bump, bump. And Elmon, make an investigation roll.
Investigation 14.
Is enough. Elmon, digging around in the coins, you see nothing of interest until you're just about done and your hand gets something a little heavy and you pull out a lime-sized star ruby with an octagon cut. You estimate it between 3,000 to 5,000 gold pieces in value.
Excellent.
That's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
And there's also an expensive traveling coach here if anyone wants to take it.
We're going to make sure Valian gets the 200 gold,
Okay.
travel.
Thank you.
The
Has-
travel to
has
200
this-
gold as well.
Kind of stabilized a bit.
Oh, yeah, you scooped out half of the contents
just-
now, yeah.
We'll come back for the rest later.
If you don't mind, there were the individuals inside, and I did not have time, but I would like to find out what they know.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I clamber into
Yeah.
these,
To the coach.
removing one single strand of loot string. String of the loot. Wrapping it ever so tightly around one of the heads, I commence to cast Speak with the Dead.
And read that spell for me. I don't have it on my list. I never have it.
is a lengthy block of text. Bear with me. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. Must still have a mouth. And no, it can't be undead, so it's not.
Okay.
Cannot be recast on it if it was cast within 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
All right.
It knows only what it knows in life, including the languages it knows. Usually brief, cryptid, and so forth. However
Sure.
you determine it.
All right. You see the bodies are kind of not just intertwined, but the bones just decayed and kind of became a pile of them. You see there are 2 skulls, one of which has a speakable mouth, if you will. And you cast your spell. There is a twitch to the bones, and the skull starts to move its jaw a little bit, and some completely disconnected hand 2 feet away starts trying to extend its fingers and sensing some faint hint of life to itself. But it doesn't look at you, and it's just moving ever so slightly.
I turn the skull into my gaze.
Okay, Hamlet.
Oh, yeah.
To be or not to be?
Whether the slings or Norn arrows of outrageous fortune.
Alas, poor.
Who are you? To which I ask, who are you?
The skeleton says, "Great Leaf is my name."
Could you spell that?
That's
Yes.
damn it. That's 2 of the 5 questions.
Is that 2 of my questions? Yes.
Where are you from?
Oh, I don't have that name handy. Yes, I do. Sastodia. Spell that one. Sastodia.
Got it.
Use it in a sentence.
You do not know how to spell Sastodia.
Country of origin.
Sastodia. Oh my goodness. 3 bony fingers are held up.
The dragon came and took you?
Yes. It took our coach.
And you with it. Were you in Sastodia when this happened?
No. We were traveling. There's one bony finger remaining.
See. Why did the dragon come for you? For this coach?
I do not know.
Damn it! I asked the other person.
The other one does not have a mouth for you to speak with.
Before the life essence drains away, I say, the dragon is no more. May you find some peace. And let the essence...
Sweet.
Bitchin'.
Can you hear me? Oh!
Cast it again! All right.
Okay. The volcano shakes again. Nothing perilous. Just don't want to stay there forever.
All right.
No, forever is definitely off. But
We have to get back as quickly as possible.
We must head back to Tullus.
start
And we
departing.
go.
Okay. You guys can head out. You have one problem that's really affecting you now as you head back out onto the mountain. You're able to find the path. You know where Ugo took you, and you can get back to it. The challenge right now is you have one party member who's very exhausted, who is completely slowing the group down.
I put him in.
Can somebody carry him?
Yes.
Then that person would be.
Someone can carry him, and then that person will have to make some athletic rolls at the end of the day or become exhausted themselves.
Valiant and I can trade off.
Okay.
You carry him by an arm, and I'll carry him by a leg, and
both of you guys have a leg.
This is fine. This is fine.
Just dragging him behind me.
Yeah.
yeah.
The rope forming a nice cold V.
I imagine we could probably, worst case scenario, make a
Coach? Expensive one?
We have it.
Yeah, too bad. Ugo would have been. We could have.
Harnessed him up to it. Go strong.
If I had
a litter,
growing potion, I could have
carry him.
put it out.
Okay, so you guys are taking turns carrying him. You hike and spend the day hiking down the mountain.
Yep, I'm on
to
be guiding.
soften the extreme nature of everything that's not only gone on, but what is going on, taxing and so forth. I strum a friendly little travel tune and, as needed, start dispensing out the inspirations, the bardic inspirations.
You didn't spend any inspirations the whole dragon fight?
I tried to, but I was out of range before anything could happen.
Oh, my goodness.
And, yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
Imagine if it were a real fight.
How long does the bardic inspiration last for?
10 minutes.
Oh, we should have done it. We should have played a little tune before we walked in.
It's knowing when to do it.
Right.
Just walking in, it's like, oh, okay, we're spending 10 minutes just looking at stuff. Or dragon on top of you.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's true. Okay. You guys hike all day. It is nighttime. The wind and snow have been battering you a bit. It's easy to find the path, though. That's not totally covered. And you guys have to camp for the night. I need everyone but Avius to make athletic rolls, and Elmon and Valian to make them at disadvantage, please.
But if you will, if it's okay, disadvantage, but do the bardic inspirations.
How many bardic inspirations do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. It will take all 4 to give a value of 1 to each of those 2 heavy people who carried them, if that makes any sense.
I think that'll work.
Because it's a long-term
extra
thing.
So it's an extra D8, correct?
Which you can roll
After.
I don't know, man.
Did you say I was at disadvantage for the...
You are not.
2 natural 20s.
Elmon, you don't need to roll.
I also
never
rolled a
let go.
natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
This is an amazing trip.
It is an amazing trip. Magical, even.
Yes. You guys are traveling very, very quickly. Elmon, make a survival roll. Doesn't count with advantage because you really know the route.
Natural 20. Although, survival will be a 24.
Okay. With great scouting and leading by Elmon, you're able to even pick a couple shortcuts that Ugo took the long way around a couple times. You're like, if we just slide down here, we can save time.
I thought that would be faster.
I don't know why we went up that other mountain way over there. And with the songs that are being played that are invigorating and the excitement of the battle and the thrill of the victory that you just did defeating Karverath, the group makes amazing time. By the time it is getting dark and ready to camp, Elmon, you believe you have a few more hours of travel. You might have been able to cut this trip down dramatically. You can risk traveling at night, or you can rest here. And
how many hours were we traveling during this time?
All day.
Does that count as a long rest for Avius?
No.
Oh. Short rest?
Your call, leader.
At some point, you would have a short rest, yes.
So we could push on and get there tonight.
Right. With more athletic rolls being necessary, with possible exhaustion, and be there and done in one night, which should be a day and a half, a day and 3/4 journey.
What do you say, crew? Do you want to push on, or
I would
we might
say,
be able to make it?
Oh, for a spry elf, but my legs are short and tired. I would vote for resting, but that's just me. And as I finish the sentence, I give it a quick stroke.
If we do rest, I would be able to keep pace with you tomorrow.
I think very well. Rest
Okay.
of this.
Okay.
So we'll make camp. I'm gonna do whatever he needs to do to try and make the best.
All right. You guys gonna do your guard situation again?
Yeah.
Which was what again?
I'll take
Valiant
first
first.
And then Elmon for the rest.
You need 2 more hours. Watch. Someone else has to
Okay.
watch.
I guess Rill will
Rill.
have to.
And
watch for
Avius
2
just
hours.
sleeps the whole time.
Yeah.
Perfect. As it should be. All right. You guys have a long rest. There are no interruptions throughout the night. You
Cool.
do hear some shrieks of fire drakes at one point. They do not come and mess with you.
So I recover 1 level of exhaustion.
Pop
You
out.
recover 1 level exhaustion.
What about do the death saves?
Those
fail?
all go away.
Okay.
All your death saves, good and bad, go away.
Everybody except for Real is up to full health.
Roll
How
some
far
hit
out
dice.
You are 18 away.
And then what about hit dice that were
Half.
used?
You get half
Are
those back.
Half
Max.
total. Max. All right.
If you, yeah, use your
Yeah,
hit
that's
dice, but I could always heal you if you need it.
Joke. 7 more. It's 3. 7
48.
more.
I'll give you 10 out of the lay on hands, and
All right.
you'll are up to full health.
Valiant places a warm hand on your chest and heals you up to full.
While I'm sleeping?
And then it's your turn for
It's your
watch. All your spells are refreshed. You guys are ready to go. It's good to be in that good of shape.
Because I think we're going to be walking right into trouble again.
And you guys head out in the morning. Instead of getting to your destination by sunset, it is
3 steps away.
It was right there the whole time. It is just late morning by the time you reach the old stone house with 2.5 walls, not much of a ceiling. And behind that house, some distance, is a teleportation circle of stone with inert runes around it. You've got to brush off some snow and ice around it.
Yeah, I go up to it, clear off the runes, and using a ritual, I do a ritual to energize the runes in the proper order
All right.
to get back to
Aridithil's home. All right.
Glennerin lives.
Avius does so. The rest of you guys gather around and step into the circle. He traces his hands around the runes that are the right sequence for the one back at Aridithil's home. The runes remain lit up in a bright blue color. There is a blast of snow that hits you and swirls around you, and it gets more and more intense, and you lose sight of the mountain. And it, by the way, was rumbling all night, and you can see there's big smoke coming out from the volcano section a day away. And you lose sight of that. You lose sight of the house, and everything becomes whited out. And then the white starts to fade into darkness and blackness with a few little specks of white snow around you that then become immobile, small little specks, which then shift into the shape of faraway stars. And you are now in a view of space. Returning to Talus, though, these celestial objects you see shift awkwardly. Something isn't right with the teleportation magic, Avius.
Something isn't right with the teleportation magic.
They can't hear you at all. There's a deliberate interference pulling at the astral lines, connecting you to the teleportation circle at your destination. Make an Arcana roll, Avius.
I don't suppose a lute can be played
He
here.
cannot hear you. You guys can kind of see each other, but you cannot hear any sound.
Good luck, wizard.
Thank you. Is this an ability check?
This is an, yes. So you're disadvantaged
Yeah.
because of his exhaustion.
19.
Oh, that's not bad.
What?
Not bad at all. You try to push aside these astral tethers that are trying to hold you back, and you're able to snap them free, and you can feel some movement. The stars shift. They twinkle, and suddenly a bright moon comes into view. The stars stretch out. Everything becomes kind of sluggish and distant. Your view of the world becomes hard to see, hard to reach out and touch. You can see what you're trying to get to, but you finally are able to reach out and grab and pull, Avius, yourself towards the world, towards the countryside, towards a city next to a bay, towards an elven compound in the middle of town, towards a small grove of trees around a teleportation circle. And as you approach this wooded glade with your view, your heads grow heavy and everything goes black. 19, everything goes black. And Avius, you stir sleepily.
I open my eyes.
You open your eyes. You touch and can feel a gentle blanket has been draped over you with a lush pillow under your head.
Okay. Sensing I'm someplace relatively safe for the moment, I think back to that image of that moon I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize it from the painting in Amariel's house?
Make a perception roll.
Am I rested?
You are rested, yes.
I think that's 10. Yep.
You are not sure of any connection there.
Okay.
But something isn't right.
Okay.
You shouldn't be in bed, but no, that's not it. It's something much more than that. You instantly sit up, Avius, incredibly alarmed. Something is very, very wrong, and the world is not as it should be.
Something's not right.
You say out loud, you are all alone. You're in a bed of amazing wood. The softest sheets you ever felt are around you. The bedroom is made of beautiful wood that comes together at the top, latticed incredibly intricately. As beautiful as this place is, though, you feel an incredible unease.
Where am I? Hello?
The unease isn't from the room. It's something intangible beyond it that alarms you, something otherworldly. You can hear some music, a harp played off in the distance.
So I'm in a room. Are there windows?
There are windows, yes.
Do I see anything out of them?
You look outside the window, you can see a bunch of bright light, and you can see as though someone's cast a bright daylight spell at nighttime. It's nighttime, but you can see on the other side of the house there's some bright light. And you recognize you are in Aridithil's home, the compound of the elves.
Okay. And there's a door, I assume, to this room?
There is.
And I want to go up to it and walk through it.
Okay. As you head towards the door, you sense every few moments there's an issue with your capabilities. Being this strong, powerful wizard, you sense a fleetingness to your magic, and that is what is setting you ill at ease. Instead of being able to snap your fingers and have a cantrip appear and some prestidigitation, a sound, a spark, or anything, it doesn't work.
Am I in my normal clothes, my robe?
Yep.
My bag is with me?
Yes. No, your bag is not with you.
My bag is not with me.
No.
Okay.
All you have is your robe, no rod, no...
Okay. I go up to the door and I'm just kind of snapping my fingers as I go along, just trying to make something
The magic
happen.
does work. You get a little puff of the sound you were trying to create, and then you do it again. You're able to do it again. You do it again, but the third or fourth time, the magic doesn't quite trigger. It's as though instead of it being this constant force you can magically control, every so often it's almost like a fleeting cloud you're trying to grab onto and bring that magic back into your grasp, and then it will work again just fine.
Okay. Yeah, and I go up to the door, I open it to walk through.
All right. You see there is a large room. This is a meeting room that you've been in before. There is an old elf here who is reading a old book by some candlelight.
Hello.
He looks up and smiles. He's got one of those little metal bands across his head with a gem in his forehead, and he's got this nice gray gown on, and he gently closes his book and stands up and walks over.
I walk towards him to close the distance. I'm Avius Catorum. You've heard of me.
He says, but of course.
Yeah, and you are?
I am Adam.
Hello, Adam. Where are my friends? Where am I? Who's playing that harp? And my bag. Where's my bag?
He says, all is well.
No, it's not. Something's wrong. And I'm snapping my fingers in front of
Fire
him.
sparks, nothing. Fire sparks, nothing. He says, you speak rapidly. I understand your concern. Let me take you to your thing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My friends, where are my friends?
He says, your friends are resting.
Are they safe?
Yes, they are nearby.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes, my things then.
He takes you to a
Didn't
room,
get left behind.
and it is a storage room of the elves here, and that again looks absolutely fantastic. Makes your big manor looks like a crappy shack.
A Motel 6.
Yeah. They've got
a light on for you.
the equivalent of elven cubbyhole type things, but again, made of amazing wood and holding cool scroll cases on top of each other, and some urns of who knows what's inside there, little bags of amazing spices. And then you see your stuff is in there. You can see there is a bunch of armor and a morning star and shield gently placed in another. There is a lute and like this bulging overstuffed bag in another one. And then you see some elven armor and a sack of gold with no Ilnoran bow in that last.
Huh. And then I see mine?
Yours is there.
Okay.
Pick which you would like. No. You see yours.
Take Rill's bag and I leave.
Do you know the word suckers? Can you pass along a message?
It's to fool you. Rill is in the bag.
Damn it.
The gold is sleeping soundly. Wait a minute.
Dom, was that your name? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. I should like to see my friends, please.
They need rest. The little one should be coming about soon.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but we are at the house of Aridithil, no?
He says, of course.
What happened? We were traveling, and everything went dark, and then I woke up, and what state did you find us in?
You were found in
Pennsylvania?
You were found in a state of unconsciousness. Things are not the same as when you left us. Why don't you come here? And he walks towards a door.
I follow.
You follow. He opens up the door, and there's bright light beyond it, and he steps outside.
I follow.
You follow, and you immediately shield your eyes. The moonlight is very bright, casting harsh shadows across the city, and the moon has come and is close, massive, dominating the entire night sky. so large you can identify shapes and craters, and it is huge, like dangerously huge.
Awfully big moon tonight, yes?
He said nervously. It came 2 days after you left.
The moon
Yes.
came here.
Indeed. And you've been gone for some time and sleeping for 2 days.
Wait, how long have we been gone?
He says almost a week.
Yes, that about adds up.
You can see Avius.
Shy of a couple of days.
You can see, even though it's far away, astrologically, it's still really close.
Right.
And from this distance, you can see there is a large stone structure on the surface of this moon. A castle, perhaps.
Cult should be loving this stuff.
Maybe a fortress. You're not sure what.
Dom.
And it's resting. This fortress is resting upon this moon, facing your side of the world. But this stone structure is not alone. There is another, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh stone structure have arranged in a giant circle on the surface of the moon. The 7 of them have come. Someone has indeed moved heaven and earth.
7 will
Find us.
Dom.
Yes.
Oh, what are those buildings I see on the moon?
No one has any idea. It is not in our records.
I must go to the Temple of the Inverted Pyramid right away.
He says, "Oh, wait, hold. I sense the little one is waking. Would you like to see him?"
No.
Flips a coin. Yes, very well. It would be good if I spoke with him.
He takes you back inside the compound down a corridor not far from where your room was, and he opens up the door, and you see Rill is on the edge of his bed kicking his feet gaily.
Rill! Hi, Rill.
I don't have my loot.
Yes, it's safe, as well as your bag of holding. We'll grab them in a moment, but Rill, are you okay?
Oh yes, it's very soft.
You feel all right?
Shouldn't I be?
I don't know what should be right now. It's things are different than when we left.
You seem very agitated.
I am. Rill the 7. They are here. They have come.
I don't know what you mean.
The 7 will come. The 7 will fall. The cultist chants that we hear.
And you will worship. This is terrible.
We must grab your things, and we must go see.
I looked all over. I can't find it.
No, follow me.
Okay.
Reach out my hands and
He
motion you to
partially clad, yet he still snaps his fingers. He's clad in armor.
shring. And I take Rill to the storage room.
Okay.
Well, where are the others?
I don't know. They're safe somewhere, I'm told.
Is there another individual around?
Adam is there, yes.
You. Where are the others we were with?
They are resting. We do not wish to disturb them.
Are they badly injured?
They will if they are interrupted.
Okay. And Rill follows to get his things.
Okay. You are in the storage room. You get your gear.
I don't see a bow.
Yes, I don't either, but
I bet Elmon has it. He sleeps with it.
yes. Perhaps, Adam, would it be any inconvenience if we left the contents of Rill's bag here with you?
Oh, it's very light. I can carry it.
It's also very full.
It's full.
You don't think we might need room?
But where are we going?
To the inverted pyramid to see Dr. Mr. Senior Hazelton.
Well, let's go. I could trade all of this for other items later. Plenty of bars. We could stop by a bank. A coin transfer, whatever.
Oh, by the by,
Gold star.
The gold star, yeah.
as important as this is, we probably need to do a retcon and go back to your sleeping on the mountainside and look at some magic items.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
If you want, I don't think Avius is aware of anything except what he took.
Yeah, so you can absolutely look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I glossed right over that.
It's
sorry.
it's not like I can reach in and Hermione Granger out an item. I have to dump 20,000 gold items at the bottom. So that's essentially what the evening is. It's
Gotcha.
a half hour of me just pouring gold out of this thing.
So this is we're retconning back to the previous night right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Avius checks out his white and purplish stone.
Okay. You check out that stone, and you are able to identify it as a dream stone.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Does not require any attunement. It has one use only, and then it will be expended and useless for all time. And the Dreamstone allows you and your party, if you are able to rest for 2 minutes, you can fall into a deep sleep and gain the benefits of a long rest during those 2 minutes.
Wow.
That is.
Just don't do it in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Ding! Oh, no.
Is I was assume the party has to all be gathered around.
Yeah.
We have to cuddle. Is that we have to all be spooning?
No spooning.
I think that's what Avius says the rules are.
No, you behind me.
Anything else?
I'd like to pop the cork on one of those bottles of wine.
Okay.
And just sniff.
It smells great still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And I recork it quickly.
It
Don't want it to oxidize too quickly.
Anything else?
Carbonates.
Is that star ruby? Is that just a ruby, or is it magical?
You don't have detect magic. You have some of your friends take a look at it. It is not magical.
Okay.
I pull out the 2 sacks. The one with
the satchels.
The satchels, sorry. One with the lock that is unlocked. The other one had no lock. I bring those 2 out.
Ooh, what is this?
And upend them. I don't know what's inside them.
All right, and again, this is like a kid.
20,000 more gold.
This is like a kid at Halloween. Just he's pressing all this gold. It's in a pile out of the way and digging for the good
it's
sacks.
Our betting now.
Which one are you looking at first?
Let's start the one with the lock that is unlocked.
All right. It is a lock that is locked but not connected to the other part of the flap, so you really need a key or the whole thing's useless. But you're able to flap it open.
Okay.
That's the important thing. Inside, you see there is a wrapped, it's almost like a book cover of a small book, but it's very, very thin, and you can feel some metal bits inside, and it has a nice little wrap. It looks nice and expensive. You unfurl that little leather cord, and inside you see there are non-magical enhanced thieves tools that will give you +1 to thieves tool rolls.
Lovely. Only temporarily writing.
I don't know what your thieving abilities are.
It's now +1.
Fair enough.
Is that all that is in this
Yep.
satchel? And then I upend the other one.
You upend the other
No,
one.
sorry, anything about the satchel itself?
Nope.
No. Okay, I examine the other.
The other one that had no lock on it, you unclasp its top and you upend it, and inside are coil of lots of fine platinum string. You spend some time with it, Rill, and identify you could spend probably about 6 hours of dedicated work, and you could construct this with an Arcana roll. into a nearly unbreakable rope that is very lightweight.
Okay.
Or you could, in 1 hour of time, attach all of these strings to your lute to enhance its magical playing capabilities.
Ooh.
All right.
Kind of a no-brainer.
The rope.
Yeah.
Unbreakable Shibaru rope, here we come.
Now, Avius, I don't know what it is, but I know I felt something powerful about it when I saw it. I figured this was what Karverath protected, but I don't know. Again, without touching the staff itself, sliding it down, revealing the rod itself, or at least the upper half of the rod and whatnot.
A
Just the
epic magic staff clatters unceremoniously onto the pile of gold on your campsite on the side of the
Staff
mountain.
would detect magic.
It's beautified.
It goes.
And it glows green.
This Avius, you've been casting some magic missiles early on in your career. You've been moving on to some snowball action, upgrading to fireballs. You're doing some bigger spells now. You've been gaining more and more power. Looking at this staff, you so want this thing. It is, you can sense so much power emanating from it, and this is like a huge symbol of wizardly power right there for the taking.
Avius reaches out his trembling hands.
So I'll put this away.
The staff is made up of two coppery colored sections of metal, so long, long rods of metal, maybe about 6 feet in height, that go side by side and then start to entwine together, and at the top ends in a fork shape at the top.
Okay, all right.
I do pull it away hesitantly. Back to maybe. Hold. I've heard stories from you of these type of powers, and I have felt it myself. Is it safe?
I have no.
Make an Arcana roll.
Yes, hold on.
He grabs a 20 from his
I've made
bag.
great care not to handle it personally.
That'd be 21.
You believe this is safe.
Let's be honest. Even if it were a natural one, you'd still believe it was.
Give it to me. Yes, I admire your care. But you're in no danger. This.
I worry for you. I can teleport away.
I've handled rods this big before.
And without, again, touching the rod, and almost pseudo-ceremoniously kind of unsheath it into his hands.
Yeah, I let it fall into my hands.
It thrums with power.
Should I put it back in the bag?
No.
Meanwhile, I start gathering and scooping up the gold too.
Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, okay.
You spend time that morning.
I sleep with it.
And you sleep with it?
I sleep with it wrapped in my arms.
And you can discover all about this staff. However, it does require attunement. And you can only have 3 items attuned.
Right now, I have. What?
I don't know.
I don't.
Your bracers.
Are the bracers attuned?
Yep.
Okay, so I have my bracers. I have my rod of harrowing. Is that
attitude?
I don't know if that's attuned or not. I don't think it is. It's just an acid spewing.
I'm pretty sure it did. Let me double check.
Yep.
That was minor harrowing rod.
Harrowing rod.
Got these all mixed up here. There it is. Minor harrow rod. Yes, it is attuned.
Okay. Bracers, minor harrow rod.
Is that
what else
it?
do I have? I mean, I had that ring at one point, but that was
You carry a dagger too.
A long time ago.
I don't think.
Does someone have favored boots?
I do.
Not
Oh,
me.
okay. I don't see that. I don't know. That's all I've got.
I think that's it.
Okay, then you're good.
Unless these blue runes.
No.
My staff of detect magic is gonna go. I mean, I didn't even bring it with me, but when I'm not,
I'm assuming it's in a closet in the manor somewhere.
so I can just attune
Leave it
this.
there.
Yeah, I can just use this
Giving
new.
it to Jorn and attach like a broom sweep at the end of it. So he'd just be along in the house, and every now and then, ding.
I don't think you mean Jorn.
I do. Yeah, why not Jorn? Oh, you mean
Jorn has no
Yash.
You mean Yash?
Yash.
Yash.
Well, yeah, but that's why it's funny.
Well, now you've made me confused.
Okay, Yash.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So I tuned this.
You attune this item, which is called
Mortal
an
enemy.
ancient staff.
ancient staff.
Snafu with a name.
You spent time. You made the group.
it?
It's an ancient
Ancient
staff.
staff.
You made the group wait in the morning,
Let me show you my ancient staff.
and
I've
you were
seen
able
it,
to
not that
attune
appealing.
to this staff and able to figure out what its capabilities are.
Oh, what are
You do not need to write these down. I will provide you the information, but I'm going to read it out loud
please.
for everyone. This is an ancient staff, a well-earned ancient staff, I may say as well. This staff can be wielded as a melee... Oh, hold on. This is going to take a while.
Wait, what?
This staff can be wielded as a melee weapon that grants +2 to its attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
Good luck with that. While holding the ancient staff, you gain +1 bonus to your armor class.
Ooh.
While holding the ancient staff, you gain +1 to every single saving throw you make.
Nice.
While holding the ancient staff, you get +1 to all of your spell attack rolls.
Okay.
And while holding the ancient staff, your spell DC is +1.
Nice.
That's great.
In addition, this staff has 14 charges inside of it.
What?
It regains 2d8 +2 at the end of every long rest.
Okay.
Actually, at the end of every normal long rest. You can't use that with the Dreamstone to double charge it because the staff isn't part of the Dreamstone.
Okay.
Anyways, and they're every day, 2d8 +2 charges. If you ever expend the last charge, you roll a d20.
Uh-huh.
On a 1, the staff loses all of its abilities, but still retains the +2 to attack.
Okay.
If you roll a 20 on that last charge, you gain back 1d8 +2 charges. It's like a gamble for that last one. Kind of interesting. So when you spend the last charge, mostly nothing's going to happen. You could break the staff, or it could actually get some charges back. Okay, you can do a power strike. When you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you can expend 1 charge to deal an extra 1d6 points of force damage to the target. You cannot enhance that, it's just 1. More importantly, though, it has spells that you can cast from within the staff.
Okay.
It takes an action, and 1 charge, you can cast a level 1 magic missile, 1 charge, ray of enfeeblement, 2 charges, levitate, 5 charges, cone of cold, 5 charges, a level 5 fireball, 5 charges, a level 5 lightning bolt, 5 charges, a wall of force, and 6 charges, a globe of invulnerability.
Holy shit.
Damn, son.
Or 14 charges, and you go to the moon.
Well, which would be come in handy right now.
And
Oh, no.
it has one final ability called Retributive Strike. Yeah, something like that. You can use your action to break the staff in half over your knee, permanently destroying it.
And what does that...
The staff is destroyed, releasing its remaining charges in an explosion in a 30-foot radius. You then roll a die, and if you have a 50-50, you flip a coin essentially, 50-50 chance. If you fail, you take 23 points of damage times the remaining number of charges.
Okay.
If you succeed with the 50-50 coin flip, you're still gone, and you are randomly transported to a different plane of existence. So it's game over. It's just, how does your story end?
Wait, so... But does
You could potentially survive
anyone
a different
in
plane
that
of
30...
existence.
Is it 30-foot sphere, you said?
It's a 30-foot sphere.
What
hold
about?
on. I was just talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Every other creature in that must then make a dexterity saving throw and take half or full damage. And they take damage based on how far away they are from you.
Uh-huh.
So if they're 10 feet or closer, they take 12 points of damage times the number of charges remaining. 9 charges, all the way up to 30 feet away. The least damage they would take is 6 times the amount of charges remaining.
Okay.
That is the ancient staff.
Wow.
The most complicated and large item added to already the most inundated player with wizard capabilities.
Jeez. All right.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna read
That's
up on this.
fantastic, yeah.
But with every casting, it causes forget on you, and you forget how many charges. No, it's full. Uh-oh.
Oh, and Rill, you needed to make a decision about your platinum string.
Platinum strand. The rope is nice, but I do think the string. However, I'm not going to string it now.
Okay.
I've just got a traveler's loot. I'd like to put something nice into something.
Okay, you let me know.
So whatever coin I get to keep, I'll spend that into having a new one crafted.
You will-
Possibly one of the elves.
You will have 5,000 gold when we get home.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. It is back to the future. We've snapped back to modern time, which is you guys at Aridithil's home, and what were you doing?
I was with Rill,
Yes.
grabbing his things. We were talking to Adam. He said not to wake the others. I just have to show Rill what I've seen
Okay.
with the moon outside.
You are taken outside to the compound and are blinded almost by this moonlight. It is dark, but with huge, harsh shadows with this ginormous moon from Evan Almighty.
Rill, look.
I feel
Bruce.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Evan Almighty. Oh, that was the
sequel.
boat.
Yeah.
This is. I don't know what to make of this. This is.
It's the moon, Rill.
When the moon hits your. Okay. I don't know what to make of this.
Adam said when we left through the transportation circle, this is when the moon drew close. We somehow triggered this to happen. The plan, as Amariel told us, was to get us out of the city. Somehow we're tied to whatever
And
plans
she
and
was
prophecies she was.
Well, it would seem the best action is to find Amariel.
I don't have faith that she's
Stop
still
by
with
the
us.
bank first.
Is there an ATM in Aridithil's home?
Bitcoin. We should go there, but should we not go with the others? Or do you mentioned the inverted pyramid? Oh, I'm not too keen on Mr. Hazelnut, whatever his name is.
Hazelton,
Hazelton.
he's quite a nice fellow.
Seems a bit. Never mind. I will leave you.
If Amariel is alive, we should check on her. This
If
is
anything, all this tells me that time is of the utmost importance.
true. Agreed. What do we know? What time it is?
It's quote unquote nighttime. It's so bright, but you don't know.
Okay. To Amariel's.
With haste?
The two of you run across town to Amariel's. All your exhaustions are gone, Avius?
Yes.
Okay.
Communicating to Adam that this is where we are going. If our friends awaken and they need to find us, that's where we will be.
Okay. You guys race across town, head into the district where Amariel's home is. And down that road, you can see some of the nice houses that have sprouted up around her in the last few months. And you see her place and there is a single bit of lamplight coming through one of the windows as you approach.
Okay. I think just walk up to the door and open it.
Okay. You open the door. It is dark inside, and
Mariel!
you are stabbed, Avius,
Ouch!
by a silvered dagger with a huge hit.
What was the AC on that?
That would be 24.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. For 13 points of piercing damage, with a skeletal hand holding it, and that skeletal. So you have dagger in you, holding onto that's a skeletal hand. Beyond that skeleton hand is a black sleeve of a nice butler's suit, and you see a skeleton butler stabbing you.
It's me! It's Avius!
Ouch! The blade is pulled out.
He puts it back in.
What do I do? Make up your mind. The blade is pulled out of your chest, and you hear the voice of Amariel speak. It's all right. Let them in.
Mario, you're alive.
You are motioned by the skeleton. He points his bloody dagger towards a bedroom.
I slap his hand, slap the dagger out of his hand.
Towards a bedroom door. And you see there are several other skeletal figures, and they all, they're just in the wings of darkness of this living room.
Do they have daggers in their hands?
You don't know, but their heads all watch you as you walk towards the bedroom.
All right.
There's a hand gently placed to his back, the mid of his back, as healing energy comes back over and washes the wound away a bit.
Real is healing
how
you.
much?
That's what I'm checking on right now. Just know it requires touch.
Cure wounds.
Touch me
2d8
lower.
D8 plus
Oh yeah, 1d.
whatever level you cast it.
Yeah, your wisdom modifier.
Good.
D8 per level.
Right. That is then modifier.
How many levels you casting?
2.
Good. Oh, 2d8.
And my modifier, it's a 9.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You heal him. You feel the wound close. You guys step into the dark home and are at her bedroom door, where you see Amariel lies weakly on an old-looking bed with old sheets on it of an old, frilly, almost doily-edged style.
Mario.
It's very cold.
Oh, but just the other day, you had a lavish party, and your house looked as good as ever. Now it's this.
She looks up weakly. She looks very pale. It's good to see you again.
We placed your vases around the gate.
That saved me.
Good to know. There was some question on whether we should do that. What's happened? Well, what happened to you? Why is the moon so close? What's going on?
I was attacked by Morian. His minions found me. Several wraiths attacked my home and got through my defenses. I was not able to keep them away. I thought I was done for.
Is the player playing the sound, the lullaby that was playing before?
No.
No? Brill goes over and sets it up and starts playing that song.
Okay.
And you must have fought him off?
I did. I thought I was mortally wounded, and I believe I was, but your help with the crystals have staved off death for me once more.
You will recover.
In time, but to what, I do not know. All has gone wrong.
How can it be made right? Avius is concerned of the moon, as I am, but its portents is beyond me. what can be done?
As you may have gathered, I have been around this city for a very, very long time, and I do not know much about this moon other than it predates me and the Dread One from long before this city was ever here, and I do not know its significance other than it is exactly what Morian has wanted. You must be cautious. Several of my spells have failed to cast successfully.
Any particular type of spells?
I haven't been able to discern that.
I had a question. Forgot what it was.
Morian had set this plan in motion to have us meet with the Drake, who is now gone. With the Lacian Gate protected or disabled by your crystals, what have we gained by succeeding where he did not expect us to?
If you have slain Karverath, you have removed an ally of his, but that would be a moot point for what we needed to have done earlier. He has needed something cataclysmic to happen, and somehow magic that is emanated from within the spire has allowed this to happen. And she looks up at the moon.
The spire. Somebody is inside the spire.
That is the source of this magic.
The Chaos Cults did find their way into the inner portions of the Banewar.
They did.
They would be causing the trouble within.
Mario, we need to find the key to get in to the Banewarrens. To the inner chambers, to the spire itself.
I do not know of a way in. What is this key?
The key is held by who were they? Hold on, I'm checking my notes. Hold on. The Vladam.
She raises an eyebrow. The Vladam?
You know them.
I know the name, not as much as you would like, but yes, I know the Vladam.
They're offspring, half-breeds of sorts. They possess the key that we need.
They are one of the houses in the city.
What?
You met one of the ladies at my party.
Who?
She checks her notes. Where's my notes? She says.
It's like a cold read at a table.
Yeah. We're on top of it. There it is.
Imes? Vladam?
Yes, Lady Imes Vladam.
She was introduced, not quite as Vladam, but, I do see the connection there.
I am been spending much of my time making inroads with different powerful people in the city, but I do not have the information that you would need for the social graces of different houses.
Don't worry about that. I think that maybe House Abenar could help us arrange a meeting with Madame. Is it? Please clarify for me. Vladam or Vladam?
Vladam.
I totally misheard that when she was introduced.
The world ends because the V is silent. She says, well, you were in luck. I do know of someone of the House Abenar.
Yes, as do I.
Karverath.
And that's the cousin of my friend, I believe. Either way, we must speak to her post-haste. That means fast.
Time is, I would say, of the essence, but I fear it is all too late.
It's never too late. Look at me. I'm who knows how old, and I just found a new staff yesterday that makes me feel less old.
That's all it does.
14 charges worth of less old.
Morian has just needed some terrible chaotic mistake to be made, and now we have it, she says, pointing to the moon again. He will be racing to Goth Gilgamel as fast as he can. He will be free in moments, in days, if not already, and he will race straight to the entropy sphere, and he will take his place as the Dread One. All will be
Mario.
lost.
Shh. He puts a finger to her lips.
Okay. A 18 to your armor class.
Yeah.
A silver dagger from a skeletal servant is placed into your back.
Come on, guys.
You take only 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay. All right. I get it. Okay. Okay.
No, not to do that again.
Sorry, Madam President. Mario. The portrait of the moon that you have,
Yes.
and the runes around it, I would surmise that's those are the symbols required to teleport to the moon.
It's possible. I would not risk that.
Why not?
Teleportation magic is dangerous enough as it is. You do not know where it goes, really, nor do I. And with this chaotic mess that is affected by the arrival of this moon, I am surprised to even see you here.
Why? I would be lying if I said it was an easy journey. I had to work harder than normal on my second lifetime teleportation magic circle thing. Spell cast.
And his place.
Healing hand comes your way.
4?
It's 15.
All right.
You start to feel some of this issue that we're talking about.
I feel the
Rill.
Oh, Rill.
You sense that your healing magic isn't triggering as quickly and easily as you would like it to. And I need you. What level did you cast that at?
2.
Roll a d20 and don't roll a 2 or less.
I did not.
Okay. The healing works just fine.
All right. Thank you. Okay, well, yes, I suppose it's belaboring the point to discuss it further, but, yes, Madam Vladam, we must see her now.
I am in no position to grant you that audience. I am going to gather what strength I can and leave this place for good.
Avius turns, doesn't even say goodbye, doesn't, thank you, and turns around and just begins to walk out. Real, come with me.
She says, minstrel.
I stop and turn a heel. Yes?
I meant no ill will.
Quickly jerk away from the butler.
I meant no ill will and played no part in Morian schemes. I had no idea of what lay in store for you, sending you to the Dusk Mountains. I'm sorry you were endangered.
I appreciate your words. Trust does not come easy, but I am willing to give it, given the help that you have provided. I would assist you further, but you know that calamity is upon us. Try to deal with it the best we can.
She nods. You head out. The two of you leave her place. There is some blue light from morning creeping in. You can see on this clear day, halfway up the spire, some 1,500 feet is the distant fortress of Gothgamel, and there is dark, spiraling tendrils of energy feeding in and spiraling around, a sense of magic and power you have never seen before that is very unsettling. And you know that something dire is afoot in there, and we will stop there for tonight.